What's up, guys? Welcome to Shades Tube, and thank you so much for tuning in. It is Thursday. I told you guys 2 times a week I'll come in and do a live early in the daytime for people to watch this my stuff, early. All right. Again, happy and blessed Thursday. I keep on thinking it's a different day, guys. I don't know what the heck could be wrong with me. I'll be on different days. And welcome to Shades Tube. Let me ask you guys to thumbs up this video if you enjoy this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much as well, okay? All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about what the FAA employee, the warning that this employee gave to us American people. I'm asking another question again today. Are our children safe in their homes? And the reason why I asked that question is because of all these stories that I have been seeing about parents, both women and men, abusing their kids. I have another story for you guys today. Remember the story I went over, I think yesterday or either the day before yesterday, with the lady who left her kids in deplorable conditions alone for 4, maybe even longer years, very neglectful. Also, we have another plane mishap. I'm going to update the money that they claim they're going to be giving taxpayers next year. I'll tell you guys about that. And let's see what else. And just other breaking news. I got some more. I think I got some Diddy updates, I believe. I'm not sure. I did tell you a lot yesterday, but I may recap that again for you guys. And I'm going to try to get all that stuff in here in an hour and a half, okay? So go get you something to drink, eat, a relaxing seat. If you are at work, continue to do your job, but listen to Shades too. And thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. All right. Okay. So we're going to get ready to start off. Let me get a cup of water real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and start off with this slide. What's up, Jermaine? Y'all, I have to get water and take this daggone gum out my mouth. Let me go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Guys, if you want to show more support for this channel, you can do a membership for $4.99. Or you can do a super sticker or a super chat, or you can do a cash app to $ Shades Tube. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully my internet acts right. If it does go in and out, is because I'm right here at these daggone mountains. In another, I guess, 8 days, we will be out of here. So just bear with me, okay? Hopefully the internet will be better because I'm trying to be on a normal street. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and start off. First thing first. Let's go ahead and talk about what the FAA employee said to the American people. And I have been covering all these plane mishaps, accidents, collisions, or whatever you want to call them. And I'll continue to keep you guys abreast of those situations as they happen. I actually have another story today about another plane. It wasn't like an accident, but it could have been. And I'm just going to tell you what happened with that one. But first, I'm going to go over what this FAA employee said, okay? All right, let me just change this banner. And the reason why I changed my banners like this, guys, because everybody don't want to hear everything that I say. So I try to be respectful in whatever they can go to the parts they want to hear, okay? Okay, let's just put this up here real quick. FAA, hold on, y'all. Okay, let's just change this real quick. I should have already did this. I always forget. I be so busy, guys. Y'all wouldn't believe everything I've been doing this morning. I'm getting ready to move like I just told you guys. Plus, I was on Kiwi channel. She was talking about that case that I was just talking about with the 3 kids. The lady actually has 4, but 3 kids were in the home, and how she left them there while she was out with a man. So Kiwi, y'all check her out. Kiwi Hot Topics. She's a good person over there. So check her out. Show her some love and support as well. Okay. But that's what I was doing besides cleaning up and making sure my son does his work, and did my prayers, my exercising, ate. Clean. I said clean up. I clean up every single day. So I did all of that before coming on here, and plus wash clothes. So it is what it is. So now I'm here. Let me get the right phone. I also want to tell you about this TikToker, what she did too. I'm gonna tell you about that as well. It just came up on my phone. Hopefully the story is still there, or either I can just type it in Google. Okay, let me go ahead and jump right into this real quick. Okay, let's see where it is. And I hope I don't start biting my daggone tongue like I did yesterday. I'm gonna have to go to a what's the name doctor to find out why I keep on doing that crazy stuff. My tongue hurts right now. Shit, it really does. So here it is right here, guys. Let me turn this music down some. It's too loud. You guys, hold on, let me mute this real quick. All right. Okay, let's jump right into this. Let's see if I can read this correctly today, because last night I was so daggone tired. I wasn't tired at first, and all of a sudden I started getting tired. And as you guys know, when I get tired, I start messing up, like most people. So anyway, guys, a fired FAA employee working on a secret defense project scared to DEATH as he warns Americans they are not safe. Okay, let's find out why he says they are not safe. All right. So y'all know FAA stands for Federal Aviation Administration. Okay. Now this dude or woman was working on a missile defense program. All right. And this person says that the government's huge cuts threatens national security. So Charles blank blank, who was among the hundreds of thousands of people sacked by the Trump administration, said residents should be more worried about their safety following the massive cuts. DOGE, or Department of Government Efficiency, headed up by Elon Musk, has recently ordered the sackings of a huge swath of federal employees, as I've been talking about this for the longest. Charles told CNN that he was not at the liberty to discuss the specifics of the project he had been working on before he was abruptly laid off on Friday. But he said it had been incredibly important to national security. So you mean to tell me they are, let me turn this damn thing down. Here we go already. Every time I get on these lives, I'm telling you. Okay, so you mean to tell me they are laying off people in that area too that can put us in jeopardy? Anyway, he told CNN, I do think the American public does need to be concerned about, not only my firing, but also the firing of so many public safety and national security professionals at the FAA. Now, y'all know we was talking about this yesterday. All right. And I was telling you guys, these planes are just not getting into all these situations just because they are. I don't want to hear that crap about there are more cars getting into accidents than planes, because I told you last night that there are more cars on the damn road. So therefore, you're going to have more accidents. That's silly. I don't even know why they put that up. But a lot of people do that shit. Even in the world, in our personal life, people bring up other shit to hide the real issue. Okay, a lot of people do that. Anyway, he said, I think that is detrimental to national security. And I do too. He said, this is about protecting national security, and I am scared to DEATH. And that's what Charles told the Associated Press. And he said, the American public should be scared too, as you should be. Now, Charles said he only found out he had been fired when he headed off from an airbase in the middle of the night. He continued, I'm just one of the hundreds of thousands of federal employees who work way more than 40 hours a week. And it goes to show that the rumors that are being spread by the administration and DOGE that federal workers are just leeches on the government are incorrect. They're not leeches, because you hear from time to time, especially with FAA, that these people are being overworked. Okay, that's why I believe they let the other person go. Can't remember which thing this was. I think the Black Hawk and American airline crash. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that they let one of those employees leave. Okay, because that employee probably was there for a long time, and then the other employees that were left, they had to assume that person's job responsibilities. Okay, so I have read many stories in people comments that work in that area who said the same thing, that they have been overworked, underpaid, overworked, a lack of people working there. We even went over some numbers regarding that. So to sit here on this thing on live last night and act like there's more cars, like we don't know that, crashing, and to act like this is normal is crazy as hell. These are the things you guys need to be concerned about. I keep on telling you guys that over and over again. You never know when your loved one may be on one of those planes, or you, or a friend, or it just people, period, getting hurt. Now, anyway, the department was created to discover and eliminate what the Trump administration has deemed to be wasteful government spending. But yet they can waste government money on stupid ass shit. Let's keep it real. But its access to Treasury records, as well as its inspections of various government agencies, has ignited widespread concern among critics over the increasing power of unelected Musk. Why is he in that damn position in the first place? Okay. New York Attorney General Letitia James said Dodge's access to the data raises security problems in the possibility of an illegal freeze in federal funds. And y'all sitting up here, some of y'all are sitting up here supporting this foolishness until it hits you, and then you're going to stop supporting it. Anyway, this unelected group, led by the world's richest man, is not authorized to have this information, and they explicitly sought this unauthorized access to illegally block payments that millions of Americans rely on, payments for healthcare, childcare, and other essential programs, James said in a video message released by her office. And I've been reading some of these dumb comments where people think because it does not affect them, they don't care. They say all types of weird stuff. But I guarantee if you go look throughout their family, somebody in their family, somebody is getting some of these benefits. And let me tell y'all something, even if you're not getting benefits, you shouldn't even be thinking like that in the first place. Then y'all wonder why so much stuff happens to you guys. You can't do that. You can't sit here and say, because, you know, this person is getting this, you're mad because you're not getting, you got to work. We don't know what people's circumstances are. Yes, some people abuse the system of all race, okay, in ages. Yes, in all, you know, genders. But that doesn't mean you mess it up for everyone. Some of you guys say this stupid shit about these type of things, but when you got racists thinking that all black people are bad because some of them are, then you want to get mad. Y'all crazy as hell, and I mean that on everything. Okay, what's up, Tony Bears? What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me finish reading this. Anyway, it says, but judges appointed by Democratic and Republican presidents haven't always gone along with those arguments, at least so far. It is not the job of the federal courts to police the security of the information system in the executive branch, wrote U.S. District Judge Randolph Moss in a case involving the Office of Personnel Management. Moss was appointed by President Barack Obama. The success is striking, given the other challenges that Trump has faced in the judicial system, which has blocked, at least temporarily, his efforts to limit birthright citizenship, freeze congressional authorized foreign aid, and stop some healthcare services for transgender youth. And that's not right. I mean, I don't agree with certain things myself. You know, I never have. Now, I don't even want to go into the debate about that, because you know how that group is. However, I don't think that their health care should be stopped, limited, or anything else. I think they deserve the same health care anybody else get. And as far as transgender youth, I do think it's too, at a certain age, you are too young to decide what you want to be. But when you get a certain age, like 16 and up, you know, I really do feel like you may know what you want to be. All right. And I just think it's up to the kid and their parents, not the government. And that's just what I feel. Just like with the AB, you know, or ABORTION. I do not agree with that at all. Okay. At all. Okay. However, I don't think the government should have a say in that. All right. Because it's not their bodies. All right. Now, granted, what the government needs to do is start advocating for people to practice safer, you know what, make sure that they instill this in kids in school, make sure they promote this, when they show TV programs and things like that. They need to curb a lot of stuff, because you have a lot of enticements out here. You got commercials with half-dressed men and women. You got all types of stuff, billboards, it's a lot of stuff they have to change to, deter people from doing certain things. Period. It's just like, alcohol, smoking, and weed, and all these other things people can do. If they keep on putting it out there and they're advertising for it, what do you think people are going to do? Okay, I mean, it's just so crazy. Anyway, they said if Musk's opponents continue struggling to gain tractions with lawsuits, he could be largely unencumbered. I guess I said that in his crusade to downsize the federal government and workforce. The continued successes in the courts in favor of the Trump administration shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who has ever read our great Constitution, which clearly lays out the role of the executive branch, in which President Trump and his entire administration are following to a T. Harrison Fields, the White House Deputy Press Secretary, said in a statement. The resistance campaign can try, but they will continue to fail in their pursuit to rewrite the Constitution and deny the people the legal authority of the president to run the executive branch. All right. So again, that article is titled Fired FAA Employee Working on a Secret Defense Project Scared to DATH as he warns Americans are not safe, because he said that they are laying off people, and they laid him off. He was working on a missile defense program. Okay. He said they are making huge cuts to different government positions that could threaten national security, point blank. All right. And of course, Elon Musk is heading that. And I still don't understand how he's in that position. All right. Point blank. And some other people too. That is just plainly crazy. Let me read some of these comments. I know some people are going to be against Trump and some are going to be against the Democrats, and some will be, you know how it goes. So I'm going to read all of them. Not every single comment, but I'm going to try to read from each people. They are not rewriting the Constitution. They are subverting it. I know that's right. You definitely are right about that. Okay. This person right here says it's going to take a second revolution by the American people. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Thomas Jefferson, 1776. First of all, this is not 1776. We don't care. Okay. And we do not need to have no civil war, because a lot of people are going to have their lives ended, especially some innocent people. Okay. We need to stop voting stupid ass people into these positions. All right. And that's just on everything before you guys get what you need to get. And somebody says, statistically speaking, the American Civil War had the highest percentage of American casualties, unalivings, more than all other wars combined. And they want to try to do another war of some sort. That's crazy. Okay, somebody said, let's just end the world right now. Stop messing around, because that's where we are going. There's nothing left to destroy, Mr. Trump. You win. Change the name from America to Trump area. Yeah, that has a nice ring to it. Trump area, the most racist people in the world. I'm ashamed to be an American. And then somebody said, I feel the same. Okay, so another person said Donald Trump has reportedly spent $11 million of taxpayer money funding his golfing hobby since returning to office, despite his and Elon Musk ongoing war on wasteful spending by government agency. And if that's not wasteful, if this is true, if that is not wasteful spending, what is? You want to make cuts in government and things like that, but yet you out here spending, allegedly, you're spending $11 million of taxpayers' money, but y'all want to talk about all this other bullshit, but you guys are not focusing on that, if that's true. And then somebody said, where can I read that report? And then somebody else said, you mean by paying the Secret Service and travel expenses? It would cost as much for him to be anywhere. At least Trump gets stuff done, rubbing elbows with world leaders on the golf course. Would you prefer him to have spent those millions so he could nap on the beach? And then somebody else said, but Trump has also won many major golf purses in the process and has donated all the prize money back to U.S., netting over $1 billion. See, I can make shit up too, and I know they just did. Okay, so anyway, another commenter said Trump needs to stop Elon from destroying America. And then somebody else said, in what way is Elon destroying America? By helping American taxpayers save money? You should be thrilled. No one on the Democrat side is doing this. Yeah, you can save taxpayers money. However, you don't need to undercut other things that are very important in doing so. Save taxpayers money by eliminating some spending that they do on unnecessary things. Okay, point blank. Oh, another commenter said no, by making cuts to afford their tax cuts for the rich. And then another commenter came back and said, you butthole, he gave us tax cuts last time he was in and just said he will continue them. So get it right. So sick of people making up their own version of the truth. They having a back and forth argument. Let me see how it goes. Let's see. And then I guess he came back and said, oh, so sending money to other countries for Sesame Street, DEI opera, or whatever it was, transgender alliance in another country that probably doesn't want it. May I go on? Because there is more. And then somebody else said Muskrat is helping the rich pay less taxes. And then here we go. Show me how that's happening, or you just repeating BS. You heard it. So let's see what else they got here. Another commenter said Trump is destroying America. Musk is just doing some of his dirty work. Trump is a piece of shit. The sheep will believe and follow. Okay, these people are so damn ignorant. Let's see. Let me go down and go down and go down. So this other commenter said, because it's not as easy as you think. All of decisions Trump and President Musk are making will bite everyone in the butt soon. You can't run America like a business. It has been proven. Right, definitely. You said if you wanted to audit the federal government, start with the defense. Right, defense. Then another commenter said, you idiots think Elon is saving money while creating the biggest heist in history. 2 more comments, and that's going to be this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here we go. Fear mongering. The FAA employees let go with probationary, very low hanging fruit, and minuscule percentage of the 50K FAA employees. Okay, they be blowing up the mountain over here. Every time they blow up the mountain over here to put these damn houses up, taking these animals' homes and shit, I'll be thinking it's an earthquake. That's the other reason I'm glad to be moving away from down here, because every damn 3 days they blowing up these mountains, trying to make way for like I said, new houses and stuff. And damn, I promise you would think an earthquake is hitting, because it shakes everything. Anyway, let me start this back over again. So this person said, fear mongering. The FAA employees let go. We're probationary, very low hanging fruit, and minuscule percentage of the 50,000 FAA employees. Any media giving oxygen to this kind of hysterical lunacy should be canceled. Okay, then another person said Trump has no clue what the F he is doing, and even less of a clue what President Musk and his team of computer hackers are doing. And I'm going to stop right there because these people are arguing back and forth. And the thing for me is that we will all see what's going to happen in the near future. And I just hope it does not be a disaster, and that's just on everything. It's already a disaster, but even more so of a disaster. Okay. And blind people, you cannot lead them. So I don't even know why y'all be trying to, point blank. But I just know one damn thing, whether they are probationary or employees or not, we do not need to be laying off all these people and risking, national security or security period, because the thing is, we're going to continue to see plane mishaps and other things if they don't have enough people doing these jobs. Okay, point blank. So what do you guys think about that story? Sweet this dude. He out here building his kid a dollhouse. Actually, got somebody else out here building it. That's a cute little dollhouse. Hopefully they finish it before I move. It's cute. Let's see. I wouldn't mind building me a dollhouse in the backyard. It's so cute. I love it. Let's see. Our national security has already been compromised. Sure has, especially with him overseeing the Treasury Department and things like that. So Elon Musk SpaceX engineers are deployed to FAA to help modernize air traffic control. Anyway, Elon, in my opinion, acts like he basically wants to take over the world. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It just really seems like that to me. This is crazy, man. These little kids are so bad. Some of these little kids, man. I've just got all these stories be coming up on my phone. It definitely is. Trump has all but destroyed the post WW2 order. It's really sad. It sure is. And some of these dumbass, racist ass people are blinded because some of them, not all of them, are racist and they want certain things taken away, not because they're trying to save money, but they just don't want a certain race of people to get anything. Okay, let's keep it real. And catch what I said. I said some. I did not say all. Okay. So anyway, it is what it is. Like I said before, FAA employee says we are not safe. You guys can take that however you want to take it. But I tell you what, before you get on the airplanes, you better make sure that you can check out as much as you can. And that's just on everything. All right. All right. So let me go ahead and go to the next topic, guys. Let's take this down. Wait a minute. Let me take this down real quick first. And again, I hope you guys are having a good day as well. Okay, let's hide this and delete it. Actually, let's just edit it. So let me tell you guys this other story first. Let's just jump right into DEI. Okay, let me go ahead and go over that real quick. And I know y'all know what that means. I guess I could just type it up here so y'all can know. Let me go to the story real quick. Excuse me, guys. I got to make sure I spell everything right, okay? So let me go down here. Okay. Diversity. Wait a minute. Where is that? Here it is right here. Let's see. Let me just write the whole word down here. We got to make sure we write stuff right. Diversity. Exclude. Equity. That's equity or equity. Let me make sure I spell this right, y'all. Because my ass be up here spelling stuff wrong and stuff. And have it up here. Let's see. I think they had it up here. Okay, I'm gonna spell it myself because people look. I think this is right. Equity in what's the I stand for? Inclusion? Yeah. It's a lot. You have to remember a lot of stuff when you're doing lives, okay? I did spell it right. I just checked it. That's good, Shay. All right. Let me make sure I spell inclusion right. INCLUSION. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I did. Equity is spelled correctly, too. All right. So, anyway, I had to make sure, guys. I don't want to put stuff up here and not spelling it correct. So, anyway, the name of this article is Don't Tell Me You Reject DEI When You Live in a White House Built by Black Hands Without Pay. That's what Senator Warnock Chassidy's said to Trump. Okay. Anyway, American pastor and politician Senator Raphael Warnock has chastised President Donald Trump for his attacks on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Senator Warnock, who was speaking at the National Cathedral's holy, I don't know how you say this word. It's the holy annual HBCU on Sunday. He condemned Trump's actions, describing many of his policies as a wholesale, unabashed assault on DEI initiatives. Okay. The Georgia senator and Baptist pastor reminded Trump that the White House was built by black hands, enslaved people who were never paid. To Warnock, the White House itself is a testament to DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. All right. He said, don't tell me you reject DEI when you live in a White House built by black hands. The White House is a DEI house built by slaves who worked without the benefit of compensation, period. Anyway, drawing parallels between DEI and biblical teachings, Warnock referenced scripture to emphasize the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion. While Trump and his supporters argue that DEI policies discriminate against white Americans. Okay, anyway, Warnock countered, diversity is sometimes offensive. It makes you uncomfortable because when you are accustomed to privilege, diversity might feel like oppression. So I didn't have to say anything. He just said it. Okay, there you go. Warnock also praised Bishop Marianne Bood, who had previously urged Trump to have mercy on those fearful of his second term. Immigrants and people of color. Trump, however, lashed out in response, posting on social media. The so-called bishop who spoke at the National Prayer Service on Tuesday morning was a radical left hardline Trump hater. She brought her church into the world of politics in a very ungracious way. She was nasty in tone and not compelling or smart. She in her church owed the public an apology. This dude reminds me of so many people who think they deserve an apology when they simply don't. Okay, you can't handle the truth, then don't provoke it. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Anyway, Warnock stood by Bood, commending her powerful and prophetic, voice for speaking truth to power. In the midst of dark clouds, she had the courage to stand in the best of our tradition and speak the truth. And I submit to you, apologize to anybody. When the prophet speaks, the prophet does not apologize. Those who hear are called to repent. So since returning to office, Trump has signed an executive order directing federal agencies to eliminate illegal preferences and discrimination in government, calling for similar efforts in the private sector. So how is it discrimination when you're making sure that all race of people are treated fairly in the workplace and everything? You know, they get the same opportunity as some other people get when trying to find a job. How's that discrimination when certain people have always had an advantage? Anyway, following his directive, multiple federal agencies have begun purging DEI-related positions, while major corporations, including Google, McDonald's, Target, Walmart, Amazon, and Tractor Supply, have either scaled back or discontinued their DEI programs. Again, those names are who we always be on. Google, who y'all like to eat a lot. I eat it sometimes. McDonald's, where we all like to shop. Target, another place. Walmart, another place that y'all just use all the time. Amazon, and Tractor Supply. Those people have either scaled back DEI or they have discontinued it, point blank. So with that being said, don't forget February the 28th. They want all, especially minority people, to not shop at none of these places. Don't shop at all. They want you to not spend money on February the 28th. And that's what you guys need to do. Don't spend money on that day. Just don't. Let's show them this is not right. And the only way you can show people things are not right is hitting their pocketbooks or their bank accounts. Point blank. All right? Not going out here fighting like they just did in LA. That's stupid. The only time you fight is when it's self-defense. Okay? Not to prove stuff. All right? Only time you fight is when it's self-defense. Do other things that really gets to people. Okay? Like stop shopping at these damn places on February the 28th. It's simple. Just don't do it for the whole day. from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. the 29th. Do not shop. Okay? Don't buy shit. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Target. None of these damn stores. None of them. Whatever you need to get it early. Don't go get gas. Don't do anything. It actually helps to avoid it, okay, by allowing certain people the opportunity to work places. People are saying that DEI, they're hiring unqualified people, but I don't believe that. I believe they still look at qualifications, your skills and everything. Because it's not like they got 50,000 Black people or Latino people working at these companies that pays a whole lot in the first place, okay? Or these companies in general, all right? So I don't know, why they say that, but I kind of know why they say it, all right, point blank. Let's read a couple of comments. Somebody says, this man a pastor? I don't think so. First of all, how do you know what this man is? And who are you to say who can be a pastor or not? And who are you? For real, Ariel? If Trump had his way, you wouldn't be here. What the hell are you talking about? You don't have an American last name. Please, shut up. Somebody said, yes, he is a pastor. Okay, they say he preached at Martin Luther King's church here in Atlanta before he didn't. What? This boy cannot write. He didn't get to run and get into politics to help low-income people who are in need of help. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, I'm going to stop reading these people comments who do not write correctly. Then somebody said, if a white pastor says something, you are fine with that, I bet. Probably so, but for me, I don't care what color you are. If you say something wrong, I'm going to address it, because you got Black people are saying stupid stuff too like that, okay? So I don't give a damn who says something. I mean, if you say DEI is discriminating and things like that, I don't care what race you are. I'm going to say something about it, okay? I definitely don't care. And this last name is not Warlock. That's stupid. These people are crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. So I'm going to a intelligent comment. Okay, that's what I'm trying to look for. Okay, I'll read this one. He said, all great civilization were built by taking advantage of others. Name another that freed them, made them citizens, and allowed them to govern. Your racist argument has no merit, because you also benefit from those labors. In fact, Senator Warnock now works in one of those buildings. He is the probable pot calling the kettle black, or proverbial. I know I said that wrong. Pot calling the kettle black. And then somebody said, subsequently free them. My, oh my, how we unburden the sins of your ancestors by sanitizing your words. Somebody said, we don't need to be unburdened by anything that happened over 150 years ago that we had zero control over. I don't know why y'all keep on talking about that anyway. Let's talk about what people do now. The racism that Black people and Latino people and other people are subjected to right now. Okay, with slavery, we already know what happened, but now we're talking about what's happening now. Okay, period. No, you don't have anything to do with it, but some of you guys' ancestors did. And no, you cannot change that. But the thing is, you don't even have to even comment on it. Okay, if you don't feel guilty or anything else, just don't even comment on it. Just talk about now. Talk about what's been happening the last 20 years or 30 years. Okay, somebody said trash DEI, merit-based hiring. That's the only true way to hire in any company. Who is the best for the job? You say that, but a lot of companies, some companies are racist, and they will still hire mostly whites. Let's just call it for what it is, okay? And some of those people are not hires based on merit. So that's why they have DEI, to make sure it's fair for all people, for everyone, all right? So somebody said, so why did white men get jobs when my dad and uncle, who went to college, VIA, the GI Bill, could not get a job? Most whites want to act colorblind, but no, they are not. No one questions the merits of an all-white workplace, and that's true. And I'm not even being racist; it's true. He said, "Name an all-white workplace." I don't know because I don't go around looking at everything. But let's see what this person said right here. I can't speak for your situation, but I was there when my dad was turned down for a promotion in his company named Procter and Gamble. They actually told him it was because they needed to hire a black guy to have more diversity in the workforce, to look better. This was many years ago. The black guy was just out of college, and although he had some great grades, he did not have the 30 years experience my dad had, but was hired simply because of the color of his skin over anything else. But tell me how that is a racist. Let me read this to myself again. Listen, they okay, so his dad did not get the job because his dad is white and the black guy got it. But how many damn white people were there in Procter and Gamble back then in comparison to blacks? Okay, how many black people get overlooked for the same reason, just simply because the person is white? So please miss me with that bullshit, because the thing is that for the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people that get overlooked because they hire black people, look at how many black people get overlooked every single damn time. And they hire incompetent ass white people. Let's keep it real. So miss me with that BS, because it's still not fair. Okay, a lot of times you do see more whites, and you do have some black people that are just as qualified. And it's always harder. The thing about it, what they need to say, what Trump should have done is said, we keep DEI, but we need to make sure these people, all of these people, maybe you don't want to use the word these people because, but say people should just basically make sure that DEI hires are just as qualified as other applicants who apply for the job, period. That's the way it should have been. And just stress that to companies. And that way you can't say, oh, this person got this job over my dad. And how do you know? How does this person know exactly all the skills that this other dude had in the first place? You don't know. You're just guessing. You're just assuming. Or you're going off an assumption from what somebody else told you. You don't know. If that's the case, look at all the young people they hire right out of college, and they get rid of older people who got more skills and everything and experience. But they bring these young college people in. Please. Somebody said, hello, ma'am. Will you research who benefits most from DEI? Republicans are just using that as a talking point. I think you will be surprised if you do your research. Please respond. He is the president, and I do wish him the best. I am a vet. Okay. Somebody said Warnock is a racist. He's not a racist because he's speaking up for black people. That's crazy. And then somebody said rejecting DEI is not excluding workers that are POC. It is hiring people with merit. Listen, it is excluding people, okay? Because good and damn well they're going to go back to what they used to go to. They're going to just hire more other race of people versus some of these black people. Some companies probably don't even want black people working there. Let's keep it real, okay? And so they're going to go back and use qualifications as the ultimate reason why they, hire so many whites over blacks or Latino people or other minorities, just like they do in the housing markets at times before they made those laws. So this person said this May 1795 payroll lists the carpenters who worked on the president's house. The government did not own slaves, but officials did hire out enslaved laborers from their owners. Okay, we gotta stop right there. That's stupid. Good and damn well they were not paying these black people to work on the damn White House. Let's keep it real. In 1795, Y'all need to stop hiding behind bullshit that's that you guys find written or whatever the case is. They're not telling the truth. You know, good and damn well these people are not paid. Cut that out. These carpenters were owned by people who bought them. You know, good and damn well they didn't pay them. And just say even if they did, they probably paid them so little. They probably paid them in food, giving them the bad parts of the food, of the meats and stuff. That's how they probably paid them. And let me just stop. By doing other things they shouldn't have been doing to black people back then. That's how they repaid them. Y'all need to cut that shit out, trying to hide behind this bullshit, trying to make it seem like it's okay. That's not okay. Okay, it's not okay to own people, to enslave people, however which way you guys want to look at it. It's not okay. And you know, good and damn well they did not pay anybody. Even if they did, they didn't pay them what you guys would have got paid if you would have built the White House. Stop with them lies. For real, for real. And then somebody said, in America, the white man took advantage of black people in more than one way. And then Richard said more than made up for it. Now, no, you did not make up for it, okay? The thing is, stop worrying about that anyway and do what's right. Do what's right now. No, you did not make up for a damn thing. Do what's right now. You still got police out here targeting certain black people because, you know, they're black. You got many black people who have been unalive over stupid stuff just because of what the police thought. It does not even make any sense. You got a lot of situations going on. I had a situation happen. I'm not going to disclose it because the other person may not want me to. And that was basically based on race. Okay? That's crazy. I know you're not, but you know, my channel, you know how my channel is. You know, you got to do that on yours. I mean, you can say stuff in this chat though. We don't give a damn if the White House was built by both black and white Americans. All right. The thing about it, the white Americans got paid. The black ones didn't, or they hardly got paid, and they were slaves. So shut your ass up. Okay. Murray and Stapp, shut your ass up for real, for real. See, some of these people need to be talked to just like that. All right. Y'all need to stop. Listen, in these comment sessions, stop biting y'all damn tongue and shit and say what you really need to say. Let these people know what's up. So somebody said the original White House was burnt down in 1814. The current White House was built by slaves, free men, and other laborers of various nationalities. We do not give a fuck. What we're talking about is the part that the black slaves built that were not paid or paid correctly. Point blank. We don't give a damn. Dumb asses. So would you consider them as DEI hires? Gosh. Okay. D.H. Morgan, stupid ass. Goodness. Oh, let me get off this subject before I get teed off. That is crazy, man. All right. Listen, y'all. It's straight up for me like this. I'm not a racist. I like everybody. I got white family members, you know, as well as Latino, black, and other people too. My dad is from the islands. Okay. Just put it like that. All right. And I have friends of all types of colors, you know, ages, genders, and everything. All right. And the thing is right here, I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm trying to talk nice, you know, for YouTube's sake and not to hurt anybody's feelings or whatever the case is. But the thing is, y'all stop ignoring reality. You know good and damn well that the black people who were slaves who helped build the White House did not get paid, or they did not receive the same pay that the white people received. Let's stop ignoring those facts. Let's also stop ignoring the facts that people were slaves back then. All right. And slavery still affects black people now. I don't give a fuck how long ago that was. All right. Point blank. I just don't care. Okay. It still affects people right now as well. You got people out here with slave mentalities every day. That's why they get themselves incarcerated over stupid stuff. All right. So yes, it still affects people, and people are still racist and prejudiced today. Stop ignoring all of that foolishness and start speaking the truth. DEI should be there to make sure that all people get a chance to work at certain companies without being threatened not to get hired because of their race. Simple as that. All right. It's up to companies to look at the damn qualifications, the skills, the education before they hire anybody. You can still meet the quota by hiring people that will actually do the job and have the skills and education that are required for that position. Stop hiding behind bullshit to make what this man Trump did seems right, him and Elon Musk. Okay? And that's on everything. And don't come with, listen, if you watch my live, don't come in my comment section with no BS because Shay's Tube do not play none of that shit. All right? And that's on everything. You will be blocked. Okay? After I cuss your ass out. All right? Because I'm not one of those timid black people. I'm trying to keep it, I'm trying to keep it respectful on here, but y'all say stupid shit in this comment section that I'm reading. All right? That's crazy. Why does everyone, including some black people, hide behind bullshit that doesn't even make any sense? Talk about what's happening today. If you don't think DEI taking that away is the problem, something is wrong with your stupid ass. And I mean that on everything. Hey, DJ Q, what's up? What's up? Y'all make sure y'all show DJ Q some love and support. All right? He has a good place over there, so check him out. All right? So y'all, that's on everything. Stop doing that shit. Talk about whatever issues we are talking about and stop going into shit that does not make any sense, irrelevant shit. All right? Stop doing that. Goodness. That's why I don't like talking about DEI and all this other stuff because, I mean, it's just be tripped out when I be reading these comments or people say stupid shit and hide behind other stuff because they're racist. This pastor has all the right in the world to say what he said. He did not say anything wrong, period. You guys hate when somebody tell you guys the facts and it does not even make any sense. Damn, just like y'all do when, we talk about the programs that could be affected. Just because your ass don't receive welfare or food stamps or Medicaid or Medicare, it doesn't mean you act some type of way because other people need to get that. You shouldn't be like that. Then you wonder why shit be happening in your family, why you lose loved ones, why they be in certain situations. Stop being stupid as hell, for real, for real. Everybody wants to live. Everybody wants health care. Everybody wants to be able to eat. Yes, you have people abusing certain things, but that's in every sector. People abuse stuff. All they need to do is make some changes and restructure things so it won't be so easy. You don't have to eliminate the entire program and then make people who really need this stuff, people who really deserve these things, be in hardship. You don't do that. That is not the true American way. But then again, it may be. Okay, because let's go back to slavery again. All right, let's move on. Woo. So DEI means diversity, equity, and inclusion. Look those words up and see exactly what it means. All right, let's move on. Okay. We know YouTube, none of it. I'm so damn stupid. Y'all, my ass is always making jokes. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Let me just go ahead and talk about this, right, which is plainly ridiculous. All right. So this little guy here, I don't know if he's a teenager or what. Anyway, it's the son of a Florida private school president. Okay. He has been removed from his father's campus after a video surfaced of him professing his hate for Black people. So now we're going to talk about racism. Racist bullshit. All right. All right. Now, according to NBC6, the student involved in the racist video was identified as the son of American Heritage School president, Dr. Douglas R. Laurie. The student's grandfather, William R. Laurie, founded the Florida Private Academy. So anyway, they have a video that circulated around campus and emerged online, shows the student saying, "I effing hate." What y'all think he was saying? "I effing hate NIGGE." You know what I'm talking about. That's exactly what he said. Okay. And why he was walking around saying this, I don't know. Anyway, this school is a tuition-based school with about 4,200 students They boast a diverse population with the student body representing roughly 70 countries. Parents at the school told NBC6 they were disgusted and upset by the racist video involving the president's son. Some said they were afraid to speak out about the incident for fear that their children would be kicked out of the academy. Let me tell y'all again, stop being fucking scared of these people. If your child get kicked out of that school, send your child to another private academy. Y'all need to stop being weak asses. I'm telling you on everything. Okay, if you are so against something, speak up for it and stop letting people put you in fear. Goodness. Anyway, they claim the student who used the slur would not be allowed back on campus. In American Heritage Schools, can confirm that the student in question has been removed from campus and will not be allowed to return to school. The school said in a statement, while we do not discuss specific matters regarding minors, we want to emphasize that our school upholds the highest standards of conduct and does not tolerate behavior that goes against our values, regardless of the individuals involved. Our commitment is to maintain a safe, respectful, and supportive environment for all students. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation in respecting the privacy of those affected. The same generic ass messages that they are about. Okay, point blank. So, it's the son of a Florida private school president, okay? So I wonder how well he took that on everything. And why does this little boy hate black people so much? Sometimes I be wanting to like ask, you know, if I hear a child saying that, you know, just to be curious, why do you hate black people so much? What did a black person do to you to make you hate them so much? For real. Let me see what some of these commenters are saying. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. So here this dude go. It's amazing how we are the most hated, but everyone wants to try and imitate our style and music. The jealousy is and envy is real. Okay, so and then he came back and said, I have never wanted to be you or intimidate. He spelled intimidate wrong. Intimidate your way of life. He may be doing that on purpose though. That definitely was a joke, right? I love being a black man and would not change it for anything. We are strong and God's chosen people. Okay, I guess he's just did that as a joke, the way he spelled that. Okay. He said, we are strong and God's chosen people, regardless of what you think or have been taught. We know our true history, not the lies your forefathers said about us. I would never or have never wanted to be white. So you need to get that understood. Okay. And then somebody said, what is your music? Okay. And let's see here what else they say. Here, let me read these comments. Hold on. Okay. And then here we go. I would never want to imitate people who are lacking. That's basically what he said. That's what somebody else said. Okay, let's see. Hold on, let's see what else is going on. Then I guess because somebody said, what music? What's your music? And then this dude came back and said, we have a variety of music besides rap. LOL, in case you didn't know. Okay, so then I guess somebody said because black women changed their hair color, but clearly you guys don't do your research because you got black people in different countries with all sorts of different color hair, okay? And not dyed. Okay, he said just because a black woman may wear or dye her hair blonde doesn't mean that she wants to be white. It simply means that she just wanted a temporary change, etc. None of us want to be a bleach blonde, bad built. Okay, we're not going to read the rest of this. I didn't know she was going to write all that, okay? Okay, because like I just said, I'm not racist. So I don't honestly believe all white people have bad builds. for a butch body. So, okay, that's what he just said. So that's what I'm talking about. When in these comments section, people, I don't know why they go off into everything except the right thing. Okay, this little boy was in there saying he hate black people, basically. He used the N-word. That's what we need to address. Why was he saying this? Why would he feel like that? And what is going on in his home, in his home, period. So another commenter said, I get what you were saying. All the music originated from black music. And it really, listen, it really doesn't matter, like I said, where music originated from. Okay, let's keep it real. It really just doesn't. How does that relate to what we were talking about in regards to this boy, this little boy saying he hate black people? They use the term ends with the GGERS. And then somebody came back and said, we are not mediocre, and whoever thinks we are, they are the ones with the serious issues. We are strong and powerful and God-chosen people. Okay? And then somebody said, I guess that's why you need DEI and affirmative action to compete. No, that's not why we need that. We need that to have a fair chance. That's why you need affirmative action and DEI. I wish I was a magician, because what I would do is I would change everything up. I would make all the white people go through everything black people went through, and I would give all the black people the opportunity to go through what white people go through, and then let's see what the white people would say. That's what I would do if I was a magician or some type of witch or something like that, and I could do something like that. That's exactly what I would do. I would just change it all up just to see, and then change it back, and then see how they would respond. Racist people would respond back. And then somebody said, not trying to be like a trip. You have tanning saloons, and you do have a lot of white women. They wear braids. Does that mean they are trying to be black people? They may just like the style. And then somebody said, liking your music doesn't mean people like you. LOL. See, they just showing their racism right here in the comment section. Okay, we're not going to read that comment. Okay, so let me read this one. This man wrote a novella. Okay. He said, no, actually, let me educate you. This is what he responded to. Somebody said, I guess that's why you need DEI and affirmative action to compete. So he came back and said, no, actually, let me educate you, Sonny. DEI wouldn't be needed if your ancestors would not have done the evil things they did to our people. DEI would not be needed if your people own up to the atrocities they did to our people. DEI would not be needed if your people would not be using systemic racism to keep people of color down. DEI would not be needed if racists like you would not feel threatened by people of color getting a fair share of the American dream. DEI would not be needed if you and your people wasn't still benefiting from slavery. And by the way, do you even know what DEI means or stands for? That was absolutely great. I need to screenshot this right here because that was absolutely great. He couldn't have said this a better way. I need to keep this. All right. That was great. I had to give him a thumbs up. Somebody said exactly, real talk. And then somebody else said, I do not care that you don't like me, and I could care less. I know that's right. And then somebody came back with the music. They said, what exactly is our music? It's blues, jazz, rock, all originated in Afro and Latino roots. And no one wants the lifestyle of a bigot and a fascist. I think I said that right, huh? And then somebody else responded back to somebody said, I don't hate you and never wanted to try you. Most definitely never wanted, whatever. And then somebody else came back and said, tall, dark, and handsome. That's what white women desire. And I wonder why. And then another commenter said, real talk, sister. They don't like us, but they want to be like us. LOL. The thing is, they couldn't go through the things we have and still come out strong. They would commit the S word because, like you said, they not like us. We are God's chosen people, and that eats the racists up. Okay. All right. Let's see. And then somebody said, yes, my handsome brother. They most certainly do. Being in denial does not change the facts. Okay. And then another person said, I haven't seen anything racist. Okay. And then Vincent said, there's absolutely no such thing as systemic racism. Name one thing that a white person can do that a black person can't do. Throughout history, horrible things have happened to every race of people. Stop being a professional victim. It's getting so old. Your race card has expired. Vincent, you are not completely right. Okay, I'm sorry, you're just not. It is a such thing as systemic racism. Okay, and there are many things that white people do. Some black people can do a lot of these things, but they're not allowed to do it and reach the same successes. Okay, just let's keep it real. That's why they do have DEI. That's why they do have affirmative action. Let me give you guys an example of something. Some years ago, out here in Cali, I was looking for a place to move, right? And I went to this really, really, really nice apartment complex, okay? When I decided to move back into an apartment. The lady at the desk was like, because I asked her how many bedrooms and all that other stuff. This lady came right out and said how much the rent was and how much you had to make. You know what I told her? I didn't ask you how much the rent was because clearly I must already know how much it is. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Okay. And I could just tell that she was racist. The stuff she was saying, it was just plainly ridiculous. So with that being said, if they did not have this affirmative action and all the other stuff they have in the housing stuff, a lot of black people would not get the opportunity to live in certain neighborhoods. Okay. So if all of those things were not in place, a lot of black people, like I just said, would not have the opportunity to live in certain neighborhoods. Okay, point blank. So those programs are needed and they are beneficial. And without them, we wouldn't be able to do some of the same things that white people are allowed to do. You still got neighborhoods right now where if a black person moved to it, it'd be a lot of bull crap going on. You know what I'm saying? You can read about it. I gave you guys stories about that. So that's crazy to even think that. You said black people got to stop being so effing docile and dismissive, right? And stop using, you can talk about the slavery stuff, but let's talk about what's going on now, the last 20, 30 years. Let's talk about that stuff too, because we already know what they did in slavery time. Okay, we already know what happened. And the first thing people are going to say is that that's their ancestors. So let's use something else. Let's look at what slavery has created. You know what I'm saying? What type of things we're going through now, like the police targeting certain black people, like the disadvantages certain black people get in certain neighborhoods and things like that. How they put certain things in certain neighborhoods too to entice people to do certain things. Let's talk about things like that. And it definitely is. You said some demonic spirits that enslaved us and put us through Jim Crow is still alive today. That's what that Make America Great is all about. It's not just what some of y'all who might not be racist think. It's about more than that. All right. And when was America ever great? And that's the question people need to ask. When was America ever great? And what does that mean exactly? What does that mean? Republicans, what does that mean? Jermaine, what does that mean? Because you're a Republican. What does that mean? Let's make America great again. What does that mean? Right on, I agree. Women too, not just black men. One more comment. This person said, why is he a racist? He's proud to be black, just like you're proud to be white. There is no, he is not being hypocritical here. Sounds more like you are jealous. Okay. Oh, I'm going to read this right here. Let me see if they mean this for the white person or the black person. I don't know which one they mean it for, but I'm going to read it. Okay. They say your style is extremely violent and dysfunctional, incapable of productive or civilized behavior. And we know who they're talking about. Totally useless and worthless, entitled to everything while contributing nothing, ashamed of nothing and offended by everything. No thanks. You can keep your style. So that's in line. And I hope every black person heard that. Okay. Because the reason why I read that is because we do, listen, you do have some black people that be out here being excessively violent for no reason at all. And some think they are useless and worthless. They believe this bull crap. I think some black people definitely need to change their mindset. Okay. I don't think we need to believe all this foolishness, because black people do contribute a lot of things in this world. We have invented a lot of things. We have helped build things, all types of stuff. We have built things on our own. All right. And I don't think we should be ashamed of anything unless you're out here doing crime and being worthless. That's the only time you should be ashamed. All right. If you are out here doing crimes and you are being worthless and just a low-class piece of shit, then you should be ashamed. You should be offended. But people who are actually out here, black people who are actually out here taking care of their families, doing what they need to do, living, being a productive citizens and things like that, I think you should not be ashamed of anything. You should definitely not be ashamed of who you are. This is why I dislike it when I hear black people on social media get here and say they're not black, they're not African American, they're Indian, they're this and that, they're everything. And these people won't even claim your ass. You don't see any other race do that except our race. And it's crazy. You should be happy who you are. I can understand you don't want to be called black because our skin is not black. However, you do have some excessively dark people that their skin tone is actually black. But that's a whole other story. But overall, I can understand why you don't want to be called black. I don't even know where they get these terms, black, white, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I think that as long as you're being productive and you being as you should be, I don't think you should be ashamed. And I don't think you should be up here, putting down your own race because we fall in different categories. You know what I'm saying? So refer themselves as just black and, and etc. And that's their prerogative. So I don't think other black people should put that down. Period. I just don't. That's why I just like to hear when I hear black people saying they're not black, they're not African American, they're not African, they ain't come from Africa. Who the hell cares? Because if you're outside and some racist cop, and not all cops are racist, because my son is in law enforcement. I told you guys that before. And I got other family members that are cops and things like that. But if you are outside and the wrong cop sees you and they are racist, even if they're black, when they see you, they're not looking at you as a Cherokee, as a African American or African or whatever. They're looking at you as a Nigger because of your skin, whether you are light skin, caramel, light brown, medium brown, dark brown, or just straight up really, 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 really dark brown. They don't give two craps. They are racist and they don't like you because what your skin tone represents. So get that through y'all heads when y'all get up on social media talking about where you guys are from. Nobody gives a shit. And that's on everything. Let me tell you something. Anytime you go to your ancestry.com or whatever and look at your history and things like that, your genes and all that stuff, majority of the time you're going to see that you have so many different stuff in you. For real. You could be 1% this, 2% that, 4% this. It's just basically is going to look like that. I don't know one person that's 100% anything. So I don't know why people place emphasis on this. And especially being other things that some of these people won't even claim you. So again, with this person saying your style is extremely violent, that does not apply to all Black people or dysfunctional. There are actually some great Black people who operate like they should, who take care of their kids. They are not dysfunctional. They are not violent unless they need to be. This person said incapable of productive or civilized behavior. Girl or dude or whatever the fuck you are, enlightened, don't let me pull up some history of who committed the most violence and where it originated from. All right. I think all race of people, especially Black and white people, are can be very violent and destructive. And that's on everything. In both race can be very uncivilized. Look at these idiots out there at the Eagle Super Bowl thing. There was white people out there too and Blacks. Look at them. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs when they won. Look at those people. Come on now. You got uncivilized people in all race of people, of all ages, genders. And there are a lot of Black people who are productive. You got Black surgeons, you got Black doctors, Black ophthalmologists, you got Black podiatrists, you got Black dentists, you got Black lawyers, you got Black realtors, you got Black teachers, you got Black people working in regular jobs, like working in stores, restaurants. It's like you have white people doing that. Y'all need to cut this shit out. Okay? For real. And then this person said entitled to, then they spelled entitled wrong. Okay, so entitled to everything while contributing nothing. I just told you what we contribute. Okay, you got sorry people in every race. Every race. I see them every damn day. I live in a predominantly white area, and you got some sorry ass people be out here sometimes. Don't be doing shit. Begging for money all damn day. And they be white. Let's keep it real. All right. So you have all sorts of people that do not contribute to anything. That's Black and white. So ashamed of nothing, please. I think a lot of Black people are ashamed of certain things. Okay, that's why we talk about it. And we are not offended by everything. We are only offended when people talk stupidity. All right? For saying Black people, that is. All right? And you say, no thanks, you can keep your style. Don't even let me go there, because I live with all mostly white people. And I see a lot of stuff out here, period. All right? When I first moved, I can use one example. When I first moved here, I laughed so damn hard one day because I was walking down the street and this dude had his music up so daggone loud, man. This dude was blowing at me too, saying hi and all types of shit. I was out in Stevenson Ranch. If you guys look up Stevenson Ranch, it's a very affluent area. Okay, very, very nice. I'm walking down the street. He got his music blazing up high. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, I did thought it was a Black person at first because, some Black people do like to ride around with their music up. All right. But when I got here, I realized not only does Black people do it, but white people do it too. Not just young white people. Hey, I was walking outside one day. This old dude looked like he was every bit of damn 58 years old, if not 60 something. The dude had his music blazing up high. He had rap music going. He was in the car rapping and dancing. I'm not joking. He had earrings in his ear, just tripping out. So I'm telling you straight up, people do as they please. It does not matter these days. White people do silly things. Black people do silly things. White people do good things. Black people do good things. White people do bad things. Black people do bad things. Okay? Just like Black people listen to loud music, thumping in their cars, and so does a lot of white people. Black people eat chicken, and a lot of damn white people be filling up Popeyes. That's all I see. Let's keep it real. So stop with all this stupid shit y'all say. Y'all clearly don't live around a lot of white people. If you think white people don't do this, white people just don't. They don't eat chicken. They don't eat watermelon. They don't drink grape soda. And I don't live in no poor area either. And they be doing all this. They be doing all that. Okay? And that's on everything. That's why I don't look at them anymore and say, I don't say the stupid shit. That's our music. You can't do this. They can't listen to the music. Just like they can braid their hair. All right? We know where it originated from, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, they can braid their hair just like we braid ours. And I see them out here with their hair braided, with weaves in their hair, all types of stuff. Y'all think I'm joking. With their butts enlarged, with their lips enlarged, all of that. But the thing is, I don't think everybody wants to be a certain person, but some people do now, don't get me wrong. But I do think certain people admire certain things about other race. And so they go and copy it, much like YouTubers. They see what you're doing on your channel. That doesn't mean they want to be you or they want to be your channel. They just like certain things you do. So you do got people that are like that. And then you got some that definitely want to be you. All right. So y'all need to cut that shit out for real though. All right. And we are not ashamed unless we are doing shameful things. Okay. Unless we are doing that. And we are not dysfunctional. Okay. Or violent. Not all of us anyway. Okay. Just like all white people are not violent or dysfunctional or incapable of productive or civilized behavior. You got all this shit in any race. You got the dysfunctional people, Latino people, Puerto Rican people, Russian people, Japanese people. Even though I must admit, I rarely see Japanese people being dysfunctional. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest, okay? But I'm just saying you got them too. It's like when people say certain people are only GAY. That's a damn lie. I see all types of people that are GAY. All right, and bi. I really do. White, black, Asian, all types of people. Now, in certain race of people is a little bit less than other race, but I see it. When I first met some African people that I started being friends with, some of them were telling me they don't have any GAY people there, and I knew they were lying. I was like basically in an argument with one of my African friends because I said I do not believe that. Come to find out, they do have it. All right, so y'all get out of that shit. Get off of that weird shit because everybody is not dysfunctional and extremely violent because they are black, okay, or incapable of productive or civilized behavior. Totally useless and worthless, entitled to everything while contributing nothing, ashamed of nothing and offended by everything. No thanks. You can keep your style, lady or man. I know you're a coward. That's why you hid behind a fake name, but this probably is you. Don't project what you feel about yourself out here into the universe of others when you don't know everybody. Yeah, you do see some dysfunctional people, black people, but that does not apply to all black people. Point blank. And this little boy, I'm glad they did take him out of the school. Hopefully he does not be able to go back. And people need to stop defending this little boy because he should have never been walking around talking about I hate NIGGERS. He should never been doing that. He shouldn't even be allowed to do that. My kids would be scared to walk around anywhere saying I hate the H word or the C word in regards to white people. They're not going to say that because they know I don't play that. See what I'm saying? So it starts from the home. Don't allow your kids to say these things. If he does not like black people, okay, I don't like black people. So, okay. But that doesn't mean you go out here and you do violent crimes against black people or you say the N word. Just like if you don't like white people, that doesn't mean you go around here and you try to unalive all white people or you're calling them names. You just don't like them. Okay, you do have your right not to like people. But it's crazy when you dislike people based on their race or some things you think all of them are guilty of doing because you're seeing some of them doing certain things. All right, so that's crazy. All right, so let's move on from that story right there. Okay, guys, that was a hot ass mess, but I'm glad that at least they did, basically put him out the school, expelled him from the school, I guess. Now he's probably in another school now, but I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about these kids because it's already 1:14. I don't have too much time. So MAGA means Meta, Apple, Google, Amazon. Oh, that's a good one, Jermaine. These are the people that took out the DEI initiatives, or either they pushed them, made some type of changes to them, or whatever the case is. And that's who Trump cares about. He cares about that damn money, not that pocket. Rich. He said not the white that voted for him. I know that's right. Not saying that y'all are white, that I'm just saying I know that's right. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on, guys. Let's talk about this subject real quick. I got a little time more, so we're going to talk about it. Are our children safe in their homes? Okay, y'all know over here on Shay's Tube, I can almost talk about anything. All right, and that's what we do a lot of times. Sometimes I cover 1 or 2 topics, but today I want to cover all of these. Let's see, are the kids safe? Let's call them children. My friend got on me by saying kids. Somebody kid is a goat or something. So I try not to say kids. Sometimes I forget. But what I really want to say is, are children safe with their parents? I just didn't want to offend anyone. But basically, I went over a story, I think that was yesterday or either the day before, where I told you guys about the mom who left her 3 kids alone while she was out lollygagging with some damn man for 4 years. This trifling ass woman basically brought food to the kids through via Uber or either Uber Eats or either DoorDash every week once the son, let his mom know through text messaging. Okay, she didn't even teach her kids how to flush the damn toilet, how to wash their butts and stuff, how to comb their hair and take the garbage out or any damn thing, or flushing the toilet. She didn't even come by to make repairs to the toilet because it was broke. This lady did not give a shit. Okay? She did not give a shit. So I was talking about that yesterday. Jermaine found the story and brought it to my attention, and I covered it. And I think we even had it on a thumbnail. And then today I have another story. I got a bunch of stories that are similar, not exactly as bad, but they are similar to that story right there, or they involve actual unaliving the kids or abusing them. And that made me question today, are kids safe at home with their parents? Because in that case that I told you about yesterday, nobody knew that those 3 kids were there in that house, in the townhome, all that time they were there. And you got to wonder, why no one ever called to check on them, the kids themselves, because they could talk on the phone. I mean, I'm assuming, and I think that they said that the mom called the relatives, but she made up lies. But still, you mean to tell me you didn't see your relatives, your grandkids, or your nieces or nephews in 4 years, and you never wondered about them? That's weird. And then the landlord didn't come by and make no repairs or to check their property or anything until the rent was not received. And no neighbors ever wondered what happened to the kids that were there. And they used to go to school, right? And so the school didn't wonder what happened to the kids. I thought schools sent you a form if you take your kids out, just to make sure that they're in another school or a homeschooling program. What happened to that? Because when I took my kids out of regular school, I had to fill out a form to say what I was doing. So how did these kids, how were they able to stay in this house, in this townhome, for 4 years and no one noticed a thing? And why didn't this mom teach these kids how to wash their butts, how to flush the toilet before she even left, how to take care of themselves? It's not hard to brush your teeth. It's not hard to flush the toilet. It's not hard to clean your butt. She didn't even bring toilet tissue to them. This lady is disgusting. Okay, when you bought groceries, you mean to tell me you can get no tissue to carry to your kids? What if her other 2 girls started their menses? Because they were 12 and 13 or somewhere around that age. And then they say she could get up to life in prison, for one of her endangerment charges, which she needs to have that. Because who the heck leaves their children at home in that type of condition while they are out lollygagging with some dang going man? Who does this? So I'm going to tell you guys another story today. All right, no smells. So you mean to tell me? Thanks for bringing that out, Jermaine. You mean to tell me no neighbors smelled anything? They didn't see no roaches or anything. And feces smells. I'm just shocked those kids were able to stay there, but they were scared. You know what I'm saying? And then they had the phone, but I guess she scared them so bad that they were scared to call the police or their relatives. That's crazy, guys. Man, that's crazy. Let me tell you guys another, and then she is incarcerated, okay? I told you guys that yesterday or the day that I covered that. Let me tell y'all another story right here. Hold on. So this, hold on, let me get the story. Did I already put that up there? Hold on, let me take this down. So this lady right here, her friend turned her in because her friend witnessed her beating the heck out of her 5-year-old. So let me tell you the story real quick, okay? Police in Missouri have arrested a mother accused of singling out one of her children for horrific abuse. Elise Chambers, 26, allegedly targeted her 5-year-old son with physical abuse so violent her friend turned the mother into the police. Let's stop right there. Yeah, I picked this up on Really D. He does this all the time on his channel, on his successful channel. Okay, y'all check him out too. I'm so glad that her friend called the damn police versus just talking about it or putting it on social media or trying to fight this lady. All right, call the police and have her ass arrested. Anyway, the alleged abuse happened in a home in Florissant, a suburb of St. Louis. Now, see, I told y'all the other day, it doesn't matter where people live. This lady right here lives in the suburbs. Okay, y'all think everything happens in the ghetto. The other story I told you about was suburbs too, with the lady with the 3 kids. Okay, KMOV obtained court documents alleging the friend had stayed at Chandler's home the night before and felt compelled to call the police after what she saw. Now, wait till I tell y'all what she saw. Anyway, she told police that Chambers had made her young child ball his fence before she beat his knuckles repeatedly with a phone. The mother also reportedly made her son do wall squats longer than anyone in the military should. The friend also claimed that Chambers locked the child in a closet and blocked the closet door with a dresser. The witness then says she awoke when she heard the child begging for something to stop around 3 a.m. Later that morning, she did not find the 5-year-old with his brothers, but says she found him downstairs with his hands zip-tied behind him and his pants around his ankles. The child reportedly had multiple marks and bruises on his body. Police interviewed other children in the home who allegedly said Chambers targeted their brother and would beat him with belts, cords, and hangers. They also told police the mother forced the little boy to stay in a closet. Now, according to court documents, the police arrested Chambers on February the 17th, 2025, and the prosecuting attorney's office charged her with felony child abuse, stealing, neglect, kidnapping, and abuse or neglect of a minor with serious emotional or sexual contact. She is being held on a bond of $250,000 as her sick ass should have. Now, Chambers shared a chilling post on Facebook shortly before her arrest. She wrote, "This little boy is stressing me the fuck out." It didn't take long for people to flood Chambers' comment section with hate for the mother and the alleged abuse she inflicted on her child. One person said, "He won't be stressing you out no more. He is in good hands. You're about to be really stressed out." And then another commenter said, "You went overboard when you tied up little man. No excuse can be made to justify what you did. You took a vulnerable moment and ruined your life up with your son." hope. If you saw somebody online, I think my internet is going in and out. Let me know if it's doing that, Jermaine, too. If you witness somebody or you see somebody on social media and they're doing all of this, you shouldn't be hoping shit. You should be calling the police. This is wrong. You don't be hoping anything. You should be calling CPS, Child Protective Services. I'm so used to calling it DFACS because that's what we call it in Cleveland. So that's why I always be like, stop it. But it's CPS here. So that's what people should have been calling, CPS, to go over there and check out everything so they can take them kids from her and have her ass arrested. Let's see what else they got. Somebody else said, I don't pray for you or your mental. The only person I'm going to pray for is that poor baby. This is just not okay. I hope you get everything coming to you. And then somebody else said, I hope that baby goes to someone so much more deserving than you. And I hope you get exactly what you deserve. Okay, so let me just put this out here. If you suspect child abuse, don't just sit around and be watching these people on social media, listening to them on the phone, watching them outside, watching them, they're your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whatever. You need to call the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800. Let me put this up here. 1-800-422-4453. Because the only way, let me put this up here. The only way we are going to help these kids is if we take action and do something about it. Okay, not sit here and put it on social media, not sit here and talk about it all day, but watch a person do these things, not sit here and know your relative is doing these things, or your friend or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and you don't do shit. That's what you need to do. You need to call that number, 1-800-422-4453 or 1-800-4A-CHILD, or go to childhelp.org and report their ass. This is why so many kids get abused all the time, because people will sit by and listen and don't do anything. Don't do anything. They will listen and don't do anything or either watch. You guys will sit up here and call CPS and make up bull stuff, but yet somebody is really, a child is really for real getting victimized somewhere else, and you guys will sit right there and listen to it and watch it, record it, and all types of weird shit, but you won't call anybody about it. The only way we can get kids out of unsafe homes is by we doing something about it. We taking a stand. I remember one day I was in a grocery store and this man was like, he had his son with him and he was about basically going off. I didn't call anybody on him, but I did go over there in a nice professional manner. And I went over there and started talking to the dude. I was like, yeah, I know kids can be hard-headed and blase, everything that I said. And I told him to calm down because somebody's going to think he's, abusing his child and stuff. And if he's not really doing that, you don't want, people to be calling nobody, creating more stuff. And I was just trying to tell him some things he could probably do with his son when he brings them out. And he listened. And I just think a lot of times it's just the way you approach people. Now, some people you can't do that with. You just have to call the police or, Child Protective Service and report them. You know what I'm saying? Some people you can't talk to them, but I don't think you should stand by and watch kids getting abused or being neglected or, just all this weird shit that some of these parents choose to do. Because we need to make sure that our kids are safe in their homes. We need to make sure our kids are safe outside or anywhere they be. That's what we need to do. If there are too many children getting abused every day, parents leaving them at home by themselves while they out lollygagging with their friends at the store, at the casino, just doing the most, leaving them in the car while they do stuff like that, while they're in hotels and stuff happening, with people and shit. You cannot do this. And when you know people who do this, you have to, step in and do something about it. Not just talk about it, but be about it. Be about it so we can save these kids' lives, so that we can give them better living conditions. Because like in the other case I told you guys about, I still don't understand how those kids was there that long. And I mean, no one knew. You mean to tell me nobody heard a TV? Nobody noticed the lights going off and on? Nobody noticed movement in the house. Nobody noticed when the little boy went outside the 2 times he went out there to get the mail or whatever the case is. Nobody noticed that. I refuse to believe that nobody saw anything, period. And then this lady up on social media, I showed y'all her picture yesterday. She got on her negligee and shit, or a shirt that looked like one, posing, got herself fixed up with her kids over there living in deplorable conditions. And I'm still trying to figure out why she did not take her kids to the relatives who have them now. That's crazy. Just leave them in the house. They don't want to do anything for themselves, not nothing. If you don't want kids, don't have them. Don't have kids if you don't want them, if you don't have time for them. And I hope the man she hooked up with didn't know anything about this, because if he knew anything about this, because we cannot let men off the hook, he needs to be held accountable as well. And where were the other kids' fathers? When I was on Kiwi page today, she said that the other father or fathers were like, they were trying to get custody or whatever the case is, and they couldn't get it. She wouldn't let them have them. Listen, it's not up to her. It's up to the judge. So if they wanted their children and they had valid reason and proof, why wouldn't the judge grant them full custody? Okay, so that just makes me think they didn't do all they could do. Because as a dad, even if you didn't get custody, you should be going over there checking on your kids every week, if not every day. As a dad, that's what you should be doing. There's no excuse for that. I don't give a damn about them trying to get custody, and that's the reason why. No. That does not mean you still don't go over there and see your kids every week. There was nobody there except those kids. You knock on that damn door every week and go see your kids or check on your kids. There's no excuse whatsoever. Right. My damn nose is so stopped up, y'all, man, from these allergies. So the thing is, there's no excuse. It's like the relatives, I forgot what excuse they gave, but that's still no excuse, because the grandmother would naturally, want to speak to the kids sometimes, maybe not every day, but at least sometimes, you would want to see pictures. I guess you would be asking about their school. In the school, I still can't believe, because they went to school before, I guess, because they said they stopped coming to school once she left them there by themselves. Okay, so that makes me think they were at school before, or in some type of program. So you mean to tell me nobody wonder at the school what happened to those kids? So again, I think the system failed them. I think a lot of people failed them. Okay, and that's why we need to start paying attention to certain things. And when we see certain things happen, we need to do what we need to do to make sure kids are safe. I seen another video on Kiwi's channel today, right? And it looks like the mom was verbally abusing the kid, trying to put him out the car, calling him all sorts of names and things like that. And I think the little boy jumped up to try to fight his mom. I don't know for sure, because I was like listening to it, because I was like doing some household chores at the same time. Jermaine, exactly what happened? Put it in the chat so I can know. I'm just going to say this, though. Under no circumstances do I condone any kid fighting their mom or dad, unless it's self-defense, straight up, or like the dad is beating the mom or something like that. That's the only time I condone that. The thing about it, he was a little bigger boy. He looked like he was scared of his mom from the parts that I saw, but he could have got on that cell phone later on and called the police and let them know what his mom was doing, even when he go to school. And CPS is going to be sent right over there. And if you call the police, they're coming immediately. And if that child tell the police what their mom is doing, she's going to get arrested immediately. They're going to take that child out that home immediately. Yeah, okay, but still, you still need to call the police, because I'm sure she's been doing it more than this one time. And then who was videoed? That's another thing. The person who was video recording this, okay, why didn't this person just call the police instead of just recording it? Who was recording this situation that was going on with that mom and her son? With her weird ass. Who was recording that? Because if you call the police, she was recording it herself. And then what she do with the recording? Put it on social media? Like I said before, that little boy, which the kid is taken from the home now, but that little boy, because I'm pretty sure she was probably doing stuff like this in the house. Okay? Call the police. Okay? Point blank. Because trust me, they're going to do something about it. They are going to do something about it. And if the kids go to school, you can tell your school. But I think the schools are compelled to call CPS if you report that, if a child report that. I don't even think they allow a child to go back to the house. I really don't. Because schools, if you tell them that, they do not play, just like daycare centers. Like even when I used to teach school, if we saw kids coming in with marks on them, by law, we had to report it. Okay? Or if a child tell you they are being abused at home and stuff. But some kids be scared to tell because the parents scared them. But sometimes you can tell when a child is being abused, especially if you start talking to them. Because even though they can't really come out and say anything, you can tell by certain things they say. And this lady right here like to embarrass her son out in public. So I'm pretty sure other people saw her. And I thought I saw somebody or heard somebody getting into that altercation she was about to be into with her son. Who stopped the altercation when she was trying to, when the son was about to go off on her? She better stop abusing that boy, because when he get older, he's going to beat her ass. I hate to say that. Like I said, I don't condone kids fighting their parents under no circumstances unless it's self-defense. But you provoking people at the same time. You cannot do that, because once he gets a little bit bigger, he's going to beat the shit out of her. And that's just on everything. He's probably already stronger than her right now. Her friend. So if her friend was there with her, why didn't her friend stop the whole entire thing before it started? That's what I'm talking about. People sit there and watch things escalate all the way up. If you see your friend going off like that, you're supposed to intervene and stop it, or at least try to, because you may not want to call the police all the time, but it just depends on the situation. I can't even say for sure, with that one, it just depends on the situation. Because sometimes if you don't call the police and the mom ends up unaliving the child, or the child ends up unaliving the mom, then you feel guilty. So I think it's just like, as you're in a situation, you have to make that decision on your own. But I do think that the friend should have broken it up with before it even got that crucial. Okay, period. Okay, when she was calling her son all these names, I forgot what name she was calling, but it was a lot. The friend should have made her stop right then and there. Yeah, that's not even cool. It's just plainly ridiculous, Because like I said, if she was doing it outside, she probably was doing it inside the house. I'm not joking. So again, clearly probably somebody who saw her called the police, which I would have called the police on her ass. You know what I'm saying? Because that's plainly ridiculous. Before her son beat the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would have called the police and had her ass arrested. And of course the son would have been removed. You hate to do that, but sometimes you have to intervene and do stuff like that, because you never know what may transpire. The little boy could have unalived her ass, or she could have unalived him. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have stories on my phone where kids went back and unalived their parents because their parents were abusing them. And so if somebody would intervene before all of that happened, when they first saw it, people's lives would have been spared. The child would not have had to go through all that or anything. And the mom or the dad would already have been incarcerated. You see what I'm saying? So I think we need to intervene when we see certain things happen in front of us, or we know. If you can't talk to a person and tell them that their behavior is unacceptable, or if you did talk to them and they didn't listen, then I just think you need to let CPS know and let them handle it. You're going to lose a friend, but in the long run, you're doing what's best for the child. Okay? So we got to make sure that our children are safe in their homes by making sure that if we choose to have kids, we need to make sure we have the patience, okay? We have the enough understanding, dedication, commitment, be focused, don't be abusive, be abusing our kids, don't let other people abuse our kids. We have to make sure we don't allow these negative things to happen, all right? And for heaven's sake, we don't need to be physically provoking our kids, because some kids will beat your ass, okay? They will fight you back. You see a lot of stories where parents get unalived, and I have told you guys about some of them. So we cannot provoke our kids at the same time. But I'm still going to stress, I do not, under no circumstances other than self-defense, I do not condone any child fighting their parents, okay? If you can get out the situation, try to. If you can't, call the police or whatever the case is, okay? Especially if it happened more than one time, because more than likely, they're going to do it over and over and over again. That's just on everything. Yeah, she definitely went too far, because I don't even remember what she was saying. It sounded like she was saying mother effer and bitch. I don't even remember. She was just doing too much. They was out on the street, I believe. She was putting them out. You know, and we all play with our kids and joke about. I joke about us all the time. You know, they joke with me, but that's the relationship we have anyway. We joke with each other, you know, and stuff. Well, my other daughter don't joke too much. Jade doesn't. Angie do it a little bit, but my son always messing with me and stuff. So I mean, but that's a fun like relationship. At the same time, he knows, you know, how to respect me and things like that. And I also, you know, respect my kids as well. So we need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I believe in, some parents don't believe in letting their kids have a voice. I have always done that. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, y'all. I never liked parents who don't let their children talk. Okay, so I let my kids make decisions. I let them have a voice. Okay, especially now because they're older. You know, even when they were younger, we let them have their own voice on certain things. You know, and certainly now that the other two are grown, I certainly let them have a voice because they're grown. You know, my son, he has a voice, but you know, I still like, you know, I have to get on that butt sometimes and things like that and everything. But the key is respecting and not doing abusive things to your kids, and making sure that you love your kids, and it shows through your actions. But see, somebody can tell you they love you all the time, but if it's not showing through the actions, what good is it? Okay, what good is it? Hey, Most Hated, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all show Most Hated Ron some love and support. And thank you guys. But so again, we just need to do what we need to do when we see people doing abusive things to children, versus taking out our cell phones, recording it, or talking about it on social media. We need to do something about it. All right, because a lot of kids lose their life, you know, all the time over, you know, abusive situations. All right. And that number again is, let me get that number again. Hold on. That number again, let me get it. I forgot what I did with the guys, all this stuff I be having up here. Let's see. What did I do with it? Put it in the message. I put it in the message. That's right. That number again is 1-800-422-4453, National Child Abuse Hotline. All right. If you see child abuse or suspect it, you can call that number. All right. Don't let people slide by when they are abusing their kids, leaving kids in the car by themselves that are too young. Animals too. Don't let these people get away with all this foolishness. All right. All right. And again, this lady is in jail, as she should be, with her weird ass. And she definitely is going to lose custody of all her kids. And I don't know why she was singling out that one child. Maybe she didn't like the dad. Some women do that. Not all, but some women do that. Somebody said, kudos to the woman for turning her in. She saw something and said something. I guarantee you some other grown-up saw something and said nothing. There's definitely a history with this child, and I agree too. Other people saw what she was doing and probably didn't say a word. All right. How can you watch somebody abuse a child? Okay. Somebody said, I hope the mom gets back tenfold what she done to that child. It seems more and more you hear child abuse. Laws need to change to stricter punishment. Ceasing to breathe sounds strict enough to me. No. Laws do need to be more enforced. People need to stop watching abuse happen and don't do anything about it. Okay, fathers need to be fathers. All right, just because you can't win a custody battle don't mean you stop seeing your kids. All right, and moms that don't allow the dads to see the kids, you need to let these dads see their kids and be in their kids' life, even if they don't have that much money. If he wants to still see his kids and take care of his kids, you should let him do it. I'm talking about taking care of them, like helping them with their school work, taking them out, keeping them sometime babysitting, as long as he's up to par. You don't let anybody do these things, okay? Because you got some worthless ass dads out there too that be doing some weird shit. So you have to make sure that these dads are up to par too, okay? So there's nothing wrong with letting the dude, take care of the kids if that's the baby's father and being there with them and things like that, even if they can't afford to pay a lot of money in child support or whatever the case is. Even if they're late, you should still let them maintain a relationship with their kids unless they just don't want to. Okay? Let's see. Somebody said, God bless this child and everything he had to go through at the hands of this demon. Thank God for people like her who said no more. Somebody said she would have unalived this child eventually. She sure would have. So I'm glad this friend called the police and told on her ass, just like I would have done. She probably suspected her or saw her doing something before, and that's why she spent the night to really see everything. So let me read this one right here. That's going to be it for this topic. Jan said, as a retired pediatric nurse for over 40 years and time spent in a children's hospital, I have taken care of many abused children. Unfortunately, some so abused in ways one cannot imagine. I praise the friend who notified police, but I am not sure if I could have held back when the abuse first started that afternoon. I would have been told on her ass. Child abuse is unforgivable, and no one after an initial arrest should have all children in the home. And they should have all children in the home removed, and the abuser should never be allowed to have any or care for any children unworthy. I think when people are accused of child abuse, women, I think they should stop them from having kids ever again. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Because they don't need them, okay? That should be a punishment for them. And I also think, depending on the type of abuse they did, it should be a mandatory 10 years to start. And that's what they need to do, 10 years to start. And then that would decrease these weirdos from doing all this weird shit. People who like to unalive kids should have automatic life in prison, okay? People who rape kids and molest, they should have automatic life in prison, all right? And people who do abuse, like, whooping them and things like that, again, they should have some prison times, at least 10 years. And when they start making these laws, the sentences that they give people, I'm telling you, these people will stop doing some of these things. And they should also require all moms, especially young moms, to take parenting classes, especially if you need certain benefits like WIC. And I thought WIC used to do that. I don't know if they still do it. But yeah, they should make you take mandatory training classes, nutrition classes, and things like that. And for people who don't get these services, I still think they should give them some classes on taking care of kids, have the patience, how to discipline them. And I think it should just be required, point blank. But if you're younger having kids, I think you should have even more of that. So I got to read Kim's, okay? She said, we so unbalanced in America. Babylon. We don't realize this is the side effects of children made out of wedlock. The God gonna KILL, not Erder, America, Babylon, very soon. All right. Now, I do agree with the fact that she says this is not all of the side effects of having children without having a spouse. Okay. Out of wedlock before you get married. Let's just call it for what it is. I do think it's one of the side effects of that, because you honestly do need to wait until you get married if possible, and find a good husband, good wife to have babies with. Okay. And I think you should have them then, because you have more support financially, mentally, physically, everything. Two people can take care of the kids. That way, if the other person see the other person being abusive, they can intervene, not violently unless they have to, but intervene, get the mom some damn help, maybe some psychiatric care or whatever, because something's wrong with her. This lady right here who did that, something is wrong with her, and just basically be there. That's why you need two people. But if you do have a child out of wedlock, I still think you should maintain a relationship with your child's father. That's why you have to be very selective when you have sex with people without prophylaxis and without taking any type of birth control or something like that. You have to be, because then you risk the chance of getting pregnant by somebody who is not going to be there to help you with your kids. You see what I'm saying? So you have to look at all those things before you start laying down with people. You can lay down with them if you want to, but you need to use protection so you won't make babies that you don't want. And be stuck with the kid by yourself. Because sometimes these women be in a lot of stress too. They're single parents taking care of kids, a bunch of kids, the kids probably get on your nerves. You're working, you're doing all this stuff. So you take it out on the kids. Okay. So it could be many, many reasons why people, especially women, abuse their kids and stuff. So again, I understand what she's saying. I do think that is one of the side effects of children made out of wedlock, and children just made, period, and they don't have another person there to help with them. Okay, so I do agree with that part of it. Now, I don't know about all this other stuff that God is going to KILL, not Earth America, very soon, because we don't know the time, the hour, the day, or anything. So I don't really worry about that. I just know that people need to get themselves right and do what they need to do. Okay, and make better choices. And I'm glad this friend did. I don't know if she saw anything before, but I'm glad that she did intervene when she did, because she probably, stopped this woman from unaliving this little boy. This is plain ridiculous. And hopefully they give her some a mental health evaluation, because something wrong with this chick, just like that one with the kids in the house by themselves. She definitely had to hate that boy's father. All right. Because I know some people that do stuff like that, they make a difference on one child because the relationship they had with the child's father is rocky or whatever the case is, which is not right. But you do have people doing that. You said the nuclear family was more prevalent in Europe and Africa. The linear family was essential for survival. So she's partially right. Okay. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you for that insight. Somebody said, I pray that she gets life. I don't know how long she's going to get. With that endangerment thing, she probably will get life. She probably will. Okay. So anyway, we're going to move on from that. You guys tell me what you think about that. Okay, that's a hot ass mess. Like I said, I'm glad the child is okay. And I'm pretty sure the child is in another home. Okay. Hopefully a good home. Okay. That's crazy, y'all. I'm just looking at some of these things. Okay, so there was, the next one is another plane mishap. I had to look up here and see. We've been on here for 2 hours. Let me hurry up. Let me put this over here. Another plane mishap. But everybody on this plane is okay, okay? Just to let you guys know. I'm just telling you this. Why this thing is not changed. StreamYard need to get their shit together. There it is right there. Because they charge all this money and they shit be lagging. I got to pay my StreamYard. Okay. Listen, there's breaking news. 2 Texas girls in custody after FBI cops disrupt possible mass shooting school plot. All right? That's crazy, guys. So what's wrong with some of these kids? I told y'all that before. Parenting at home. So they do have an update. Remember, I don't know. I think I did tell you guys about this, about the Super Bowl reporter who was found unalive after spending time with a Bourbon Street hustler. I think they got some updates. Listen, this is the person right here. I don't know if this is a girl, a man, or I just don't know, y'all. I'm thinking it's what's the name? A man pretending to be a woman, okay? I don't know for sure. We're going to see. Anyway, they have an update. Let me just tell you real quick. Let's see here. So this dude was found unalive in his hotel room. Let me take this off first. Let me do breaking news real quick. He was found unalive in his hotel room, right? Over Super Bowl weekend. Right before the kickoff, all right? Anyway, this is a dude. The police managed to track down Danette Colbert, the last person he was seen with. As it turns out, Colbert is a career criminal who has left other victims in her wake. So I don't know if this is a woman or a man or what. She looks like a man, but it could be a woman. I don't know. Where's the rest of the story at? These people on this damn thing is crazy as hell. Let's see. So that's all they got for the update. So she is a career criminal who has left other victims in her wake. And she's the one who unalived this rising Telemundo reporter based in Kansas City, Missouri. His name was Adane Manzano. Okay, so she was the last person who was seen with him, and the police finally got this person. And it turns out that this person was a career criminal who left other victims in her wake. And that's all they put there, you guys. I'm not joking. They didn't add nothing else. So I'm thinking that they have this person in custody and all. So they said that she drugged him. I'm reading the comment section. And then he was robbed. They said she did this many times, and he was the first one who passed for him. But if they said she's a serial killer, if that's what they said, then that means that she unalived other people. Let me see if they said that. See, half of my article is gone, so I don't see that here. But people in the comment section claims that's what they say. I don't know. Somebody said he was hanging out with shady people, and that cost him his life. Ugh, somebody said she's hot. They just being sarcastic. Ooh, they got to be. He don't got no taste. Damn. I thought she was a damn man. I'm not going to lie. Somebody said in New Orleans, looking at a voodoo doll, got to get your freak on before the game. With that, yeah, he clearly didn't have any taste either. Shit, that looked like a damn, I don't know. I don't know. It looked like I thought it was a man dressing up as a woman. Hey, Shell, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. I thought that was a man dressed up as a woman. I'm serious. Let's see. Somebody said she flipped her wig. That's weird, man. I still don't see it. Let me show y'all again. This person right here, I thought this person was a damn man. I'm not gonna lie. Well, they got this person, all right. So unfortunately, Adane had to lose his life, but you got to watch who you get with. Okay, you can't be going crazy because it's Super Bowl weekend. And one thing about the Super Bowl weekend, I forgot to tell you guys, did y'all know they had a blackout? They had a blackout. All the lights went out before the game. Okay, I forgot how long they said it lasted. But yeah, all the lights went out. People started tripping out because they probably thought that something was about to flip off and stuff. Okay, so I forgot to tell you guys that a couple of weeks ago. But that's what happened right before the Super Bowl started. So anyway, they got her. That was an update. I don't see anything else on this story, which is crazy. Let's see. Don't see anything else. All right, but that is the reporter who passed on before the Super Bowl. He was there to cover the Super Bowl, and he picked up the wrong person, point blank. I don't know if they were doing drugs together. Somebody in the article in the comment section said they were, along with probably some other things, which is I don't know why. I really don't see it. But everybody taste is different. So maybe she had on a wig, had on makeup, had on sexy outfit or some, and he was just looking at her body and stuff. And maybe that's how, because men do that. Okay. So it is what it is. Okay, so hold on, let's see what else we got here. That is crazy, you guys. So, Senator Mitch McConnell said that he will not seek re-election in 2026, as he should. His ass is old as ever. All right. Why would you want to still be doing this type of stuff in your 80s? It's time to relax. It's time to take a load off, to chill, to enjoy whatever life you have left. Why would you want to be bothered with politics? So that's good. He won't be going back up for re-election in 2026 when he'll be like, what, 83, 84? It's time to sit your old ass down, and that's on everything. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for not going back up again. Thank you. Thank you. Damn. Because he is a hot ass mess. And I don't even need to read the comments. Well, maybe I will read one or two comments so we can laugh. Let's see. Mitch. Where is he at real quick? Now if we can just get the other person. No, let me stop. Okay. See, somebody said the same thing I say. I'm reading this just the way it's written. Got to make it mandatory to retire at 65 or 70 and put them on the same kind of Social Security that your regular citizens are on and make them buy their own insurance like they do regular people. And I agree. Stop letting these damn people work once they pass 65. Because if you can't go out here and get a regular job barely after you reach a certain age, why are you allowed to run for anything in any political office? All right? Because the chances of you having Alzheimer's, dementia, all cognitive disorders or whatever, it slows up, all types of stuff. It's higher as you age. And we know once you start getting past 65, it's really speeding up. So I don't know why anybody would want to be in any public office once they get 70, at least 70. Damn, go relax. Actually at 65, but go relax. Have fun. Do some fun things. And let's bring in some younger people. Maybe they'll make better choices and bring some real change into this country. And somebody said there should also be a certain amount of terms these bozos can be in the office. This keeps them from too much damage and keeps them somewhat honest. Right. They should never be able to run for lifelong terms. It should be only 2 terms, 8 years. That's it. After that, that's it. That's it. You say you think 80, so you want them old and as hell up in the office, huh, where they can barely move and shit. Can barely get out of bed without having aches and pains. Okay. Let's see. Somebody said, why not now? He can't think anymore like Biden. Falls, frown. I don't know what this person's talking about. Been in office way too long. His time is way up. It's overdue. Go home, McConnell. Okay. She is yellow. She got all caps. Ooh, Tim said, too old. I mean, who's going to send somebody to jail at 80-some years old? Hell, I mean, how much longer does he have? All right, I mean, no. Somebody said he should be put in prison and denied diapers. Oh, wait, let's all stop what we are doing and listen to Mitch talk about the American people. Okay. They say Elon Musk, too. Elon is only in his 50s. Oh, y'all cut that out. Michael must be very young. Elon is only in his 50s, but he don't need to be in nowhere around that damn office. Oh, this person said all senators and congressmen need to be investigated and audited. I don't understand how someone with a low six-figure salary can be a multi-millionaire. Start with Pelosi. So he said all of them. That's Democrats, that's Republicans, Independents, all of them. I know that's right. Somebody said Trump is more evil. All of their asses are a mess. He said the Senate doesn't represent the people, they represent states. In theory, anyway. That's why they get 6-year term. We know, but we're saying they shouldn't get 6 years. They should change all of that stuff. They said they should start with Donnie dementia or dementia. They say he should take Schumer and Schiff with him. Because I don't know how you said this person's name. Time for term limits and end to lifetime salaries at the same rate. And they said take that alcoholic sea hag with you. We don't. Oh my gosh. They said bye, don't come back. Ooh, somebody said fossils should not be in government. Age limits. I'm telling you, they should have an age limit. And I say it should be between 65 and no, the 65 shit. I don't even know if they should go to 70, but 65 to 70 is good. But once they get 70, that's it. That is it. Because your ass is just super old now. I mean, everything is not the same. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it. You can't get a job. You can barely get a job other than maybe at Walmart. You could be a greeter, cashier, or something like that. But you can't get a real job at 65, at 70, at 80 years old. And 80, it's almost over. So, I mean, please, no. Some people can't even damn think at 80. Then what about the people who be using the bathroom on themselves and stuff? You know, they have to wear those Depends and stuff. Not all 80-year-olds, because all 80-year-olds don't have to wear those, or some, because the bladder and stuff gets weaker, especially in women and stuff. All those muscles and stuff, gets a little bit worn out. Imagine you shitting on yourself and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have I don't know why they would want to be in office at 80. I just don't. It's a lot of things that start going drastically. When you get 80 years old, y'all have to talk some bull crap. When your ass get 80, hold on, let's see this real quick. Your ass is almost done for, okay? I mean, there's some 80-year-olds that's taking care of themselves, looking good as ever. Their bodies are not like 80-year-olds. But for the most part, most people are not doing all these things. So therefore, their body is just deteriorating every day. Okay, let's see. Let's see something. Yeah, their bones are shrinking in size and density. It's going quicker by this time. Okay. Muscles are losing strength, endurance, and flexibility. At 80, shit is, you can be doing exercises, but damn, I just don't, the old age is still going to come. It's still going to show effects and stuff like that. So I just don't see it why people would want to be doing certain jobs at 80. Your vision change a lot. You got a very high risk of injury when you're walking around and stuff. Come on now. The bones become brittle and less dense. Muscles lose strength, endurance, and flexibility. Let's see. Your eyes start stiffening. You're not your eyes, but the lens of your eye starts stiffens. It stiffens and yellows. So that's why some old people be having yellow eyes. I've been wondering that. And so it's going to be difficult to see close objects. And that start changing when some people get in their 40s. Okay? The retina becomes less sensitive, which can lead to a need for brighter light. Color perception changes, making colors appear less bright and contrast more difficult to see. I don't see it. Okay, dehydration can increase the risk of skin injuries. Arteries can become clogged with plaque. Organs lose, how do you say this word? I think it's vitality. I think. I know that's wrong, but I don't even feel like looking up Google. Okay, it's vitality. Okay, the mouth can become drier, which can increase the risk of tooth loss and cavities. You're gonna have to drink water all the damn time, and the risk of cancer increases. So they can get hearing loss, cataracts, osteoarthritis, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, diabetes, depression, and dementia, also Alzheimer's and everything. But they did say some people can be robust and active at age 80, while others can be frail and vulnerable. So again, I think the age should cut off. Okay, I'm gonna say 70. That should be it. 70 years old, you shouldn't be able to run for president no more or anything. You shouldn't be able to be on no political office or anything because your ass is just too old. Period. You're just too old. And they said, yes, 80 years old is considered very old. Okay? You said there's nothing wrong with the structure of government. There's something wrong with those running it. I know that's right. Changing all these things won't change that. Okay. Don't forget, FDR was in a wheelchair, old and sick, but he is arguably the best POTUS in history. So I don't know. And he served several terms. Okay. But still, I still think they need to change the age. Okay. Period. To allow more younger people to get into that position. And maybe we will see, some real changes and just some things done a little bit differently. Okay. So let's see here. So they say if you are 60 to 69, you are young old. Okay. If you are 70 to 79, you are middle old. Okay. And if you are 80 plus, you are very old. Okay. So what if you're in your 50s? What is that considered? Let's see. Let's see here. If you're in your 50s, what is that considered? Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, you're not damn tight. Let's see, your 50s. A person between 50 and 59 is called a quin. What is this quin? I don't know. Quinquagerian. Okay. And then a person between 60 and 69 is called a exagerian. Okay. And they got all these damn words. 70 and 79 is called a septuagenarian. And a person between 80 and 89 is called an octogenarian. All right. Okay. It's just middle age, okay? So middle age is considered between the ages of 45 and 65. So if you are 45 to 65, just like I thought, that's middle age. All right. But then those terms, though, start at different ages, and like I just told you guys. So these people be out here using the wrong terms for different age groups. They just don't be knowing shit. Just dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to pick up a book and read. All right. So let me tell y'all the final story. It's about the plane mishap, and then we are done. Oh, Trump did okay verbally. The amount, the Elon said $5,000, but Trump okayed and said, yeah, American people should get money from the money that's saved or Dodge or something. He does not know. He said we should get a percentage of that. All right. So that would probably happen in 2026 if they okay that. Point blank. I do have that story on here. I'll tell you where you guys can look it up at. And another breaking news is that Jay-Z claims the now dismissed Great case cost him around $20 million in lost income. And I'll tell y'all about that tomorrow on Fuckery Friday, okay? Let me say that story. So let me go back to this and just let y'all know where y'all can find the other story at, so y'all can go look it up and get y'all some money next year. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, so it said Trump backs direct payments to Americans from savings generated by Dodge or Doge or however you say that shit. I don't know how much you would get though, because I think he said 20%. Let me see. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I think it's 20% of whatever cuts Dodge makes. That's what he suggested. All right. He said he thinks it's a great idea. It could be a lot. It could also give taxpayers an incentive to go out and report things. So you can find that entire story at Trump's backs direct payments to Americans from savings generated by Doge or Dodge. All right. Yeah, savings. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay. So that would happen in 2026, y'all. In 2026. All right, hot. Okay, and let me show y'all this right here. Remember yesterday we used to talk about flying cars? Jermaine, here you go right here. Even though it looks like AI, and a lot of people say it's just a damn, what you call those things, a drone shaped like a car, some shit they were saying. Let's see. And tomorrow I got some fucking news for y'all. Y'all gonna be like, these people are absolutely crazy. Let me find this damn flying car real quick. Also, let me just let y'all know this too, but I'll tell you guys this tomorrow. But I will say this briefly. I don't know if this is true. I need to look it up. It says Trump signs an executive order effectively ending public housing after 2 years. Now, it was a person talking about this. I'm going to look this up. Jermaine, you can probably look it up because I don't believe that that's exactly how that goes. But I will tell you guys about that tomorrow. Oh, this other Republican, I'm going to tell y'all about this tomorrow too, called Trump a fat, sweaty, smelly, gross man. Less of a man. I'm going to tell you guys about that tomorrow too, okay? And then Bernie Sanders is warning, he warns Elon Musk is the one running the show. All right? I'm going to tell you guys about that tomorrow. Now look at this car. Y'all thought I was meaning to show you this tomorrow, but I can show it to you real quick. This is the first electric flying car. It actually flies and hops over another vehicle. Okay? I'm going to show you that video real quick. I'm not going to read this shit on here. I'm just going to show y'all this. And then tomorrow, I'll let y'all hear the story. Wait. See the car? AI at its finest. That's what it looks like. Did y'all see that? That's the first world flying electric car. All right. Now, let's see. A lot of people say it seems fake, like something out of a sci-fi movie, but that really took place. Okay, this is a real video. Let's see this one. And they showing it to you on another angle too. Let me show y'all this angle. I think this is the same damn car. Look. Show you from this angle. This is a different car right here. This is not the same one. Let's see if this is another one. Or the same one. I don't know. If this is the same video shit. I mean, they said this flying car driving off the road. Okay, so that was, I guess they just showing you that it drives too on the road. That's the same car, I guess. I'm guessing. I don't know. Anyway, they said they claim that their flying cart, that's what they call it. I guess they mean car, is 100% electric. It's drivable on public roads. So I guess that video is showing you that you can drive it on a public road. It has vertical takeoff and landing capabilities. They have 3,300 pre-orders. Prices are expected to start around $300,000. You can pre-order yours at ALEFS. If you're rich like that, it's ALEFS website for $150 deposit. For $1,500, you can reserve a spot in the priority queue. So the company plans to begin Model A production later this year, with the first deliveries scheduled to follow. ALEF is already working on its second flying car, Model Z, which is expected to start at around $35,000. It is set to launch in 2035. I don't know what y'all talking about, because a lot of y'all asses know y'all ain't gonna be here. Let's keep it real. It is 2025, and y'all know some of y'all asses gonna be not here. So don't even worry about it, okay? Hell, I might not be here, you know what I'm saying? That's on everything. You talk about what? 2025, 30, 10 years from now? Shit, we may be gone. All right, some of y'all gonna be in hell. Some of y'all gonna be in heaven. Some of y'all gonna be in another dimension. You know, y'all gonna be with the aliens, because you know y'all got these different beliefs. You know, some of y'all gonna just be in the grave. I don't know. I just know some people are not going to be here. All right, let's see here. So they have mass manufacturing agreements with Pucara, I guess, Aero, and MYC. And they supply industry giants like Boeing and Airbus for aviation grade parts. Well, we know what's going to happen with that. And that's on everything. Okay. But anyway, that's what they are saying, you guys. That was a trip. You just saw it. All right. You just saw it. Go look at it on TikTok. All right. Oh, somebody said, watch the film clips that include sound. Okay. The noise from this thing is horrendous. The wake from all the wind blowing from underneath the car is bad too. No way should we allow these cars in populated areas. They say, great, now the cars are going to drop out of the sky on your homes. And what about people flying while intoxicated? Somebody said, I wonder if a seatbelt is going to be worth it in a car crash, meaning that it's built like a kite. Probably not. What about safety accidents in the air? The damn planes can't even take off normal anymore. I'm not riding in none of that shit. Somebody says just a bunch of drones under that car looking cover. Right now, it probably can't even carry one person. Another person said BS. Another person said there is a way that seems right unto man, but it only leads to destruction. What's going to happen is that little shit they talking about, there are not a lot of plane accidents, is going to change, because it's going to be a lot, because you're going to have cars up in the air flying around. Okay, period. Somebody says just a con trying to get money from investors, then the stock will go to zero. Oh, okay. So another commenter said, meet George Jetson. I can't wait to try one. Yeah, I'm not going to be flying around none of that shit. And somebody else said, do you need a pilot's license? Then somebody else said, I can hardly wait, texting while flying. Another commenter said, how about if we watch a AI generated video of it? And then another commenter said, cool, now we can fly over the slow Prius drivers on the fast lane. And then somebody else said, it's only for rich people. And Shane said, that is a drone with a fiberglass car skirt, not a flying car. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a flying car, or do you think it's a drone-like thing with the car skirt on it, like he said? So California public schools have 2 weeks to end all DEI programming, or federal funding gets cut. That is crazy, y'all. That is crazy. These people are absolutely nuts. I'm glad my kids are not in regular damn high school or school anymore. So that car was pretty fascinating to see, guys. Okay. All right. So another plane mishap, and that's it, you guys. And we're going to get ready to get out of here. You said what? I was talking about fly-by-wire system on fighter platforms and commercial aircraft, technology that already exists and is being further refined. We already use this technique in our Predator drones using AI. Oh, okay. All right, drone. All right, Jermaine. I'm about to call you drone. Okay, Jermaine. Sorry about that. All right. Let's go back up here and do this. Go back to this plane thing, and that'd be it. Where are we at here? The plane. Oh, let's see. And it's not another plane crash, just another plane mishap. Okay, let's do this real quick, and then that's going to be it. Let's see here. Ooh, I got some fuckery stuff for y'all tomorrow. Just wait. Hold on. Y'all heard about Obama's blockbuster divorce rumors? All right, we'll talk about that tomorrow. And check this out, y'all. A little boy injected himself with an unalive butterfly. I'm going to tell you what happened to him tomorrow, too. Damn, that's sad. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what did I do with the story. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Trying to see. Yeah, there was in LA fighting too today, but I'll let y'all know about that tomorrow. And the dude who shot the little black boy, when the little black boy, Ralph Y'all, was knocking on his door because he thought he was at his siblings' friend's house to pick them up. And the dude shot through the house thinking this little boy was trying to do something. That dude passed on, okay, the other day. I'll let you guys know about that tomorrow. And okay, so here's one of the plain things right here. I think I'm gonna tell you this whole story tomorrow on that one, but I'm gonna tell you about the one that did some crazy shit. Here it is right here. So an American airline passenger was told to brace for impact on a flight from Jacksonville to Philadelphia. Okay, they were warned to brace for impact after the jet reported an emergency on board. Okay, the jet, which was operating as their regional carrier, American Eagle, had been traveling from Jacksonville, Florida to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Thursday. According to flight radar data, flight AA4514 called in a 7700 transponder code, which is used to indicate an emergency. All right. Let's see here. The jet managed to touch down just before 10 a.m. with one passenger taking to X saying brake issues. So we were braced for emergency brakes, potentially worse. Spirits are high now. Damn. And then he said, shout out to the captain and crew for having everyone prepped through, turn out to feel like a smooth landing. Anyway, DailyMail.com has approached American Airlines in Philadelphia International Airport for comment. It comes amid concerns over air travel safety after a number of crashes involving aircraft in the recent times. On Monday, a plane carrying 80 passengers crashed in Toronto and flipped upside down on the runway. Thankfully, nobody was injured. So anyway, they said this is a breaking news story, so I guess they will come back later on with more updates. Again, this was earlier today. I think they said, earlier today. And I'm glad everybody is okay. So they really thought they were going to come down hard, I guess. Somebody said they're not flying until the 4 years is up. And then another person said 4 years is never going to be over. It's going to be over. Trust me. Nobody can stay forever. Okay. Nobody. We better hope it's actually a 4 years, because you never know what God has in store. Don't get too confident. Somebody said, who would have thought that firing all the DEI hires and hiring actual DEI workers will lead to this? I would rather have DEI than DIE. I heard that. That's a good comment right there. And I'm like Tony. Tony said no flying for me ever. I know that's right. And yeah, we do know people got injured in Toronto. They just said nobody got unalive. Somebody said why people think all these things happening was the POTUS fault. I don't think it was all his fault. I told y'all that before. I think he plays a role in certain things, but I don't think it's all his fault. Because it is what it is. Somebody said it didn't start till until after January 20th. We've been crash free for 14 years. They had minor mishaps too. Okay. Yeah, they had stuff going on. We looked it up already. It's just more right now, especially since January and February. Okay, but they did have plane mishaps back in 2024 as well. I went over, a couple of them just to show you guys. That's why I said I can't blame POTUS completely. Yeah, for putting a hot fire and all those people and things like that. Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff that's involved in this. So somebody said he fired tons of federal airline staff and replaced the Secretary of Transportation with the MTV reality show guy with no real experience. And so, yeah, that's why I say he plays a role. Okay. And then somebody said, what the hell is going on with all these flights suddenly having issues? We never had so many in small time frame like this. I'm not flying, the hell with that. And then somebody said nearly every one of these are pilot errors. Errors. Okay, and hold on. Okay, let's see what that was. And not one is an FAA error. Canada was due to weather. The 80 persons unalive was due to the helicopter pilot error. The 2 Cessnas in Arizona was lack of communication between pilots, as there was no tower at the itty bitty field. The private just seemed like engines full in Pennsylvania. Nothing to do with mechanical except this story. In 2022, 1,146. In 2023, 1,169 incidents happened. We just never heard about them. Now we are hearing them. Right. But they have increased over the last few years. Okay. They were lower before 2022, and then they increased. Okay. As you can see, in 2022, it was 1,146. And then in 2023, it was 1,169. So they have been going up. And now, so far now, we have already had 80 some incidents, mishaps or whatever. Okay, so it is going up. Okay, and there is a reason why they are going up. Let's keep it real. And one of them is the fact that all these people were terminated, and these ATC command stations don't have enough people. The airports are not fully staffed as they should. Let's just call it for what it is. Okay. And they were like that, though, before he came into office. That's why I say he's partially. That's why I say that. So they were like that before he even got into office. Okay, not to this extent that they're probably now, but they still was understaffed. We went over all the numbers, okay? And I don't know what's up with this fake news. Somebody said Google bridge data versus U.S. Department of Transportation. Obama rejected 1,000 applications for air traffic controllers because they were all white people and he wanted people of color. The blame falls on Democrats. It has nothing to do with the current administration. Okay, let's see what color these people are. Shut up. Okay, and if I look this up and it says something totally different, I know something. And it better be a legit source, because y'all like to get on here with these damn fake ass sources and shit. Some shit a regular person put up there. And so we're going to look this shit up, but I'm going to tell you guys about it tomorrow, not today. And I'll just screenshot this. You can actually look it up too. Jermaine, let me put it up here so y'all can look it up. And we'll talk about it tomorrow. Let me not type it all caps. Google, you have to Google this right here. because I know I said it wrong. Brigida, I guess it's Brigida. Brigida versus U.S. Department. Y'all, we're gonna read this tomorrow and go over this. He said Obama rejected 1,000 applications for air traffic controllers because they were all white people. We'll see. If he did reject it, it probably wasn't because of that. It was probably because of something else. We don't know. We have to look and see, though. Okay, so you can Google that up and see, okay? All right. So, yeah, so it is what it is, y'all. That's what happened. I'm glad everybody was okay on that jet. And, the pilot and the co-pilot and flight attendants all did a good job. Everybody was happy that everything went smooth, and I'm glad it did, too. All right. So anyway, that is it for today, y'all. We was on here 2 hours and 45 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this live. It is 2:35. I'm good time. I did everything I had to do, so I'm pretty happy about that. Tomorrow is Fuckery Friday. I'm definitely not coming back tonight, but I am going to put up a reaction video. I got to take my son to his boxing class, so I may do the reaction video while I'm waiting on him. I don't know for sure yet. No, he's going at 5, so I'm still be working. So I'll probably just come back. I may do the reaction video real quick and then go put on my clothes and get out of here, since I don't have nothing to do tonight but pack and stuff, so I may do it like that and put that up. I'm not going to put it up now. I'm going to put it up a couple hours because this is going up and stuff. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And when I'm doing my live, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but we do try to keep it real over here, okay? And that's on everything. You guys, if you enjoyed this content today, don't forget to thumbs it up. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Also, if you want to show additional support to the channel, you can share this video and you can leave a comment. All of that stuff helps. It helps the algorithm. All right. And if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can definitely do a membership for $4.99 monthly, which will open you up to be included in any of these perks that we do, like giveaways and things like that, special lives. Also, guys, you can do a super sticker or a super chat, or you can donate to $Shades to you. All right, on Cash App. All right. Thank you guys so much. I want to say thank you to Jermaine for always being here, showing support, being a good mod. Nightbot, the AI that does his job. Tony Vance, thank you for stopping by. Have a good day, hon. Okay. And then we had DJ Q. I hope you're having a good day at work, and thank you for stopping by as well. And who else? Shell Q was here as well. Most Hated Bronze, thank you so much for being here, showing support like always. And Shell, thank you so much for stopping by, showing support. And everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next live, which will be tomorrow night for Fuckery Friday. Fuckery Friday. Fuckery Friday. All right? And we got a lot of crazy ass stories to tell you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good day, a good night whenever you watch this, and I'll see you guys in my next live. Peace out, y'all. Let's take this stuff down. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know how we do. How we do. Y'all know how we do. Okay, let's put that back up there. And let's change all this stuff. Not that. And not that. Let's see. So I can put that one up there. And what else? I can put this. Thank you guys. See y'all later.